I bet. I got it now. I just had to add it on the other thing.
I'm in here waiting, man, long.
That's my fault. I got it.
Nah, this was a
Right.
whole different call.
Yeah, I had to switch up. I understand it now. So whenever y'all ready, we can go. Cause
I
we live right
understand.
now.
I understand it now. Like,
I bet. So we live.
all
We
right,
got
3, 2, 1. Welcome to another episode of Is Debatable NBA edition. I'm your host, the best host of all of Long Island, Justin Jones, here with co-host Sebastian Pluvios and special guest Sparkle. Everybody, clap it up for Sparkle. Thank you
Your
for
boy finally pulled up to the pod.
you know,
Appreciate it.
man. You know I had
thank
to
you
make my appearance.
thank you for taking time out of your day to join us and talk sports. Um, just talk to us real quick about your love for the game of basketball and what got you into just watching NBA, college, just all that stuff.
I ain't gonna lie, because with basketball, I feel like it's not only just one player that's good. Like this in the NBA, there's 30 teams where at least one player that that can come out the court and get you a bucket. You feel what I'm saying? Like there's mad different people that have different type of capabilities, different type of skills. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's good at something. Either you're good at rebounding or shooting, or you're good at facilitating and being a point guard. So what I'm saying, I feel like there's mad different people in the NBA. Like there's LeBron, there's Paul George, then there's Jason Tatum. Like there's different types of flavors within the players in the NBA. So I feel like you're gonna get the best of both worlds where everything, this Luca. You can watch Jokic if you want a European style or Giannis, you know what I'm saying? So there's American players and European players. And then that
Right.
only makes the league one, one big hole. I ain't gonna lie, I fuck with that.
Okay. Makes a lot of sense. I wouldn't really put Paul George in any list right now
I'm
until
just naming players, you know
no,
what I'm
I
saying?
know, I
I'm
know,
not
I know,
I
I
feel
know,
fuck
you,
Paul
I know,
man.
I
George.
know, I
He's
know,
playing
I
like
know,
shit.
I
Thank
know.
God the Knicks didn't sign him.
It is anytime I hear Paul George, I ain't gonna let it slide. He needs to get healthy and perform on the basketball court. I don't want to hear no podcast P, no project P, no peanut butter and jelly. He needs to get his fucking
Nah,
game
you could do
together.
the pod right now because the season's
Nah, I
fucking
don't
over.
want. No, I don't want to see
Nah,
the
Yeah,
nah,
pod.
he's in for surgery right
No,
now.
no, I want to see the pod when this team is over 500. Tell me when that happens, Seb, and then let me know that. Then you can do a pod.
Listen, we're gonna have to wait a whole year for
I
that to
know
happen.
Philly fans are
Yeah.
hurt this year because this one they spent a lot of money this summer, and then you know what happened? It ended up fucking itself over, and that's what happened. You can't spend money and think that you're gonna win. You gotta earn it sometimes too. None of these players
Right.
earn shit.
Right.
Paul George didn't even get past the Western Conference Finals. I think. Like I don't think he's
Facts.
ever gonna achieve nothing in the NBA. That's just my honest opinion.
Fact.
Nah,
Oh,
I respect it, man. Because shoot, man, from what I seen, Paul George lately, bro. The last time he was good was when Kawhi Leonard went down and he went on that run where it's like maybe Paul George is back. After that, it's really one of those things where it's just like you could have a one good moment and then people will just bank on that forever. Like if Paul George is still that player. But I go off of recency bias. Like I think that's a real thing in the NBA, like
Mhm.
recency bias. So with me, it's like I'm not what have you done for me lately? I can't go back to what you did, like 3 to 4 years ago in the playoff. What have you done for me lately is the thing. And I think that's where a lot of people say, like, oh, we're disrespecting players like Paul George. It's not like disrespect. It's just like lately you've been trash. So what I'm gonna call it how I see it. You're trash. Like, feel me? Like, I can't go off what you did 3 years ago. You was in a different space 3 years ago. You was nice. Now you are trash, in my opinion.
Now I feel that. And also,
fact.
you see how James Harden's in the same predicament as Paul George was a couple years ago. You see how Paul George couldn't lead the team, how James Harden lead the team to at least seventh seed or eighth seed. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he has the same type of leadership as James Harden has. Like,
Now let me ask y'all this: is Paul George washed or is Paul George not healthy? There's a big difference. There's a
honestly,
huge difference, and I think I'm gonna let you go, Sparkle. But there's a big difference, and fans fall right in the middle, and they put it all together. Paul George, I believe, is hurt right now, and I think if he takes the time off to get his body right, he can come back next season and possibly still be an All Star caliber player.
mhm. But they need chemistry on that team. Like, they got to learn how to play with each other. So Tyrese Maxey's ball dominant. He dribbles the ball. Embiid, he catches the ball. He damn near dribbles up the court too. So it's like all these guys want the ball. They have to figure out a way to score without the ball. See how Miami Heat a couple years ago they had D Wade, LeBron, and Chris Bosh. So I'm saying they figured it out some way somehow. Or Kevin Durant, Stephen Curry, Klay Thompson. Somebody had to say, "I bet you got it today, then tomorrow you got it." You know what I'm saying? Somebody
Yeah,
has to figure it out.
but when it comes to chemistry, that
Mhm.
right, you get that from being on the court together.
That's facts.
Embiid plays 10 games a season.
Yeah,
Tyrese Maxey is a great player,
he's
and
gonna play at least 60 games.
he really hasn't done anything wrong, but he is a part of the big three, so he needs to be on the court with the other two. And Paul George hasn't been healthy either, so it's like they can't get that chemistry because they're not on the court together. So what I would say to do, this is just me, because we gotta look at the business side and the money invested into these players. I just don't think when it comes to, and Paul George only been there for a year, so he gets. I think we should give him a little more slack per
Anyway, yeah.
se. But someone like Joel Embiid, who's been notoriously hurt almost every single season in the NBA, and due to that reason, the Philadelphia 76ers hasn't been able to get to the Eastern Conference Finals, hasn't been there since 2001 with Alvin Iverson. It's just, I think you got to trade Embiid, and just see what you can get
Who's
back
gonna
for him.
trade? Who's gonna buy him? He's injury
Somebody, you
prone.
just said there's 30 teams in the NBA. You're telling me now one team's gonna take Paul George? I meant Joel Embiid.
Nah, they're gonna take him, but he's a like he might
All
not even
right.
pass the physical because how injured he be. Like you have to think
That
about.
is
That's
How
the
did
reason
true.
why
Ben
some
Simmons
people don't.
pass his physical?
He was healthy
Nigga was
enough.
cheating. He had $40 million this year. Of
Was
course
he,
he's gonna.
Chad?
I wouldn't want to play for the Nets. I'm not wasting my body for the Nets. I'm getting paid
I,
40 mil in New York.
I gotta find out because how the fuck. Wait, so let me ask you this because if we want to talk about passing the physical, how the fuck did Mark Williams not end up on the Lakers? And feel me, he ended up playing the next game. The nigga played the next game against the Lakers, and you telling me he didn't pass a physical?
It's because the Lakers realized that they made a big mistake, and then they used that to their
But
advantage.
damn,
They
what I
rushed the
oh
trade, and they realized Mark Williams is not. They're getting the same numbers with Jackson Hayes for free, damn near. They didn't have to trade for Mark Williams. He was not going to be any type of difference than Mark
no,
Jackson.
you made a good point right there, but you made that point now after the fact. Jackson
Mhm.
Hayes literally,
Catches lobs and
I
gets
feel like
blocks and gets rebounds. That's all he has to do.
no fact. But what I'm saying to you is, he didn't start playing like this. I think literally till the trade fell through. Then the nigga
Yeah,
just turned into
Because his
Prime
back is
Dwight.
against the wall. It's either you in it or you not. LeBron probably had to
Right.
talk with him
JJ
like,
probably had some
focus
words for
up.
him.
I
Right.
ain't gonna lie, you're gonna have to get your shit together because we
So
was
what?
about to trade for you.
So how come they didn't tell this to Alex Lynn?
I mean,
He's
Alex Lim
garbage.
just got traded over there. It's not like he's a backup center that barely plays. They play small ball. They don't even play with him as much. They play with what's that nigga's name that used to play on the Mavericks?
Dorian Finney-Smith.
Yeah, they use him
Dorian
as
Finney
as
Smith.
a five sometimes. Like they don't even really need him for real.
Nah, trust me. After that game against Milwaukee, I see why.
Yeah,
But
That nigga is trash, man. I
yeah.
don't know how
Alex
sound
Lim
like.
is just a he's just a body out there. He's not really.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was all about, though.
He's not
But
like
I
that. They
want to.
should have traded for Valanciunas if you see how he's balling out in the Kings right now, they could have used him out there
The
for some.
asking price is probably too high.
Hey, he's
To
getting
me,
paid like
I'm
30
really
million.
sold that nobody wants to trade with the Lakers. Nobody wants to make the Lakers better.
Yeah, because they
they
won
just did.
so much
The
championships. You
Ma-
think they want to give them more championships?
No,
the
Nico
Mavericks
Harris is a
just
fucking
did.
dummy. No, no, that's Nico Harris. He's not
I
right in
hate the
the head.
Celtics too. That's
He got it.
everybody
He
hates the
has
Celtics
CT.
just as much as the Lakers. It's the same thing, and vice versa. Like
But the
they're the
thing is, the
two
Celtics
franchises that have
got
the most
players though.
championships.
Hold on, one at a time, yo.
The thing is with me, it's just like the Celtics got players though. They ended up finding a way for Drew Holiday. They ended up finding a way for Porzingis. When it comes to the Lakers, bro, like look how much star players or players that was on the table. It
Mhm.
wasn't until it was a straight up deal with Nico Harris and Rob Pelinka. We're just like, yo, I'm only talking to you. I want Anthony Davis for Luka Doncic. Other than that, there would have been a doom trade deadline and nothing would have fell through though. That really was just one person that really just said, I'll literally give you Luka Doncic on the plate. I'll take Anthony Davis.
Drinking coffee.
Yeah,
So Sparkle, right?
Mhm.
You seen the trade happen. We
Mhm.
haven't. I don't think. Well, besides your personal friends, I don't know if anyone else heard how you feel about that whole trade and everything. When you seen I'm assuming on Instagram that that trade went down. How did you feel?
Honestly thought it was fake until I see Shams post it. I didn't think it was real. Then I thought the Mavericks just fucked up their franchise. Then they gave up Maxi Kleber too. He didn't even play yet. He didn't even play a game yet. So like I feel like they just gave a championship to the Lakers if they figure it out some way somehow. Like if they're
But then,
able to,
right?
yeah, if
But
they're
but
able
then,
to stop Shea. If I don't know who's gonna guard Shea, but shit, they're gonna have to figure it out. They're gonna have to outscore them. Actually, that's gonna be the way for them to win. They have to outscore teams. They can't play defense because Luca's. There was literally the other night. They just literally one by one. The Pacers were just killing Luca. They had a
right,
7-0 run with him just directly just being targeted.
right. But I want to ask you because we're gonna get more into the
Mhm.
Lakers moving forward. But I want to ask you, right? Why do you think Nico Harrison, right, pulled the trigger on such a monumental trade like that? We don't see that every day to
Mhm.
where first an all NBA right first team caliber player is traded
Mhm.
before their prime. So not in the prime, not towards the end before they actually entered their prime, he's been
Mhm.
traded. Like why do you think he pulled that move off?
I think honestly they felt the way from like last year from the finals, like how he was moving in the locker room. He was moving like he didn't want to, like even though he was doing his thing out there, but I felt like Luca's energy, like making people like I guess I seen him drinking beer or something like that. Certain things he was not focused mentally. Like he was still in that kid mindset. Like I guess they want somebody to lead the franchise, but I don't know if Anthony Davis was going to be that one. But
Anthony Davis was
it's
never
definitely going to be that. But I guess they just handed the keys over to
Hold
Kyrie.
on,
So,
Steph. Hold on, Steph. Hold on, Steph. Hold on, yo. Because now, welcome to the show, Sparkle. And let
mm,
me explain something to you. Steph likes to say things one week, then he
mm.
thinks because we haven't been on the show in about a week or two, he could just change his whole stance. When that trade happened,
Mhm,
Seth was very big on the Mavericks, and he thought Anthony Davis was about to do something spectacular.
mhm.
Now, Seth, now you're saying that he's not the guy. So explain why you're completely
No,
changing your
you talk.
stance.
All right. First of all, I'm not changing it. I just said Anthony Davis wasn't that leader that probably Nico Harris wanted. I said I like the team due to the championship experience that they have on the team. That's exactly my quote. If you want to look back at these episodes, I could pull up the clips where I said that. I said, does that mean Anthony Davis goes back to being the one or Kyrie becomes the one? That's what I said. I never said that. I didn't say who was the sole leader of the team. I said they have a championship pieces, championship pedigree. You had two bigs that just came off the finals within Daniel Gafford and Derek Lively, Anthony
And who was
Davis,
giving them the ball?
Luka Doncic, but
So he's not there. So why would you
you
think
still
that?
got three great players, three Hall of Fame players in a lineup, is what I'm saying though.
Who look to get the ball, not pass it.
What do you mean to get the ball? You don't think Kyrie Irving could dish out the ball?
Not like
Not
Luca
all the
does.
time do you need a facilitator.
But my whole point was, and why I thought your previous take was outlandish, was because Luka Doncic makes his teammates better.
Yeah, but at
Kyrie
this,
Irving, Anthony Davis, nor Clay Thompson does that. So you're
but
not gonna
how
get
far
the
does
same
that?
Gafford and
Yeah, but
Lively.
at the
You're not
same
gonna
time
be the.
is
Go ahead, Seth. My fault.
at the same time, what I'm saying is that's that style of basketball worked for them. We don't know the style that the Mavericks was gonna have because we haven't seen it because it was healthy. What I'm saying is that style worked for them, but it only got them so far within the finals when they ran into Boston.
They made it.
Uh,
Get the fuck out,
I
bro. They
think
made it to the
honestly they
finals.
I think
Yeah,
honestly they structured the team wrong. That's why, because they had Klay Thompson, Luca, and Kyrie. So they just thought like, why not trade Luca and have Kyrie running the show at the point guard and have Klay Thompson play his normal position he's
No,
been playing.
that's the
I feel
most
like that's how they thought about it. Like I
right,
don't know.
right. No, if that's what they thought, that's what they thought. But that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
I don't know why they did it, but that's what they probably thought. They thought, all right, we don't have a four because we've been playing. Or PJ Washington could play the three. Like they probably thought they can go down in size. Anthony Davis is gonna do what Anthony Davis does, but that's not how it went out.
yeah, but and that's the
No,
thing that they probably felt that Anthony Davis he
Mm.
don't got to be the five anymore because we have two centers that's willing to crash, that's willing to do all the dirty
Get
work.
rebounds.
Anthony Davis could go back to playing help defense on the perimeter side. So now, anytime somebody gets blown by or the bigs there to crash, somebody's there to block a shot. And if he gets switched out to the perimeter, now they don't got to worry about what's going on in the paint. Feel me? If Anthony Davis get blown by, it kind of makes sense in the sense if everybody was healthy. I would like to really see the full potential of this Dallas Mavericks team because now you have a bucket getter in Anthony Davis and Kyrie Irving. You have a spot up shooter when needed to in Klay Thompson. And then you have two bigs that are willing to crash. You have PJ Washington, who relatively played well last year in the playoffs too. His game stepped up. And then for the bench, I'm not too sold on the bench because at the end of the day, Jaden Hardy was always suspect to me. Spencer Dinwiddie, he comes and he goes whenever he feels like it. I'm trying to think. There wasn't much bench there, but when I look at that starting five, I thought that, feel me personally, that if healthy, they could do some damage. I ain't saying championship aspirations, but I did. I was sold on the team.
Yeah. You must have been drinking that same stuff that Nico was drinking, like, cause none of that. Nah, bro, no, no.
Are you telling me three players that has championship pedigree cannot come together and make a run?
I don't. I'm looking at who the three players are though. You're just saying championship pedigree. Nick Young got championship pedigree.
But he
What are you
hasn't.
talking about?
He didn't
No,
put in
stop,
work.
stop.
No,
No,
stop. Don't. We're
no,
not. All right,
no, no,
hold on.
no.
I'll let you
If
talk,
you're
but
on
that's just
that
outlandish,
championship,
bro. No, bro. Come on, bro.
Nick
Come on, bro.
Young?
Nigga said Nick Young. I'm talking
yeah,
about
he's a
niggas that
champion. He
actually.
got championship pedigree. What are you talking about?
Nah, he won championships. I ain't gonna lie, he won
He has
championships.
championship
Are we really
pedigree.
going? Yo, bro.
I
This is
am
But
what
he
I
doing
doesn't
hear.
know
it.
This is
how to
what.
win,
I
though. He
am
got
doing
Yeah,
it.
carried. He got
yeah.
carried. He got carried.
Sparkle, hear me out though. Hear me out
He
though,
got
because he
carried. I
likes
ain't
to
gonna lie,
say
he got
that
carried.
he likes to say the craziest shit and makes it seem like, oh, this makes
I'm
sense.
not. Nick
Nigga,
Young is an
Kyrie Irving.
NBA
We're
champion.
talking about
He has
niggas that get
championship
serious.
pedigree. What are you talking about?
We're talking about niggas that get serious burn. Kyrie Irving was in the field in fucking war for game 7, bro.
Facts.
3-1 leads and all that.
Facts.
Been to the finals. He went
Facts.
to war. Klay
Facts.
Thompson went to war for a championship,
Facts.
nigga. They know
Now
what it's like to
Clay,
sustain a
now Clay is past his prime, and you know that. Stop fucking lying on the
Anthony
camera. Clay is
Nah,
Davis
Klay
past his
Thompson
just
used to be
prime.
in a
went
good
Anthony
system.
out with
Davis,
LeBron James.
bro, stop. Anthony Davis
Anthony Davis just
is
went to the
injury
bubble with
prone.
LeBron James and was
Kyrie
just as great.
Irving is almost out of his prime.
And you're
And
gonna
anytime those
talk to me
people
about a
won
Nick Young.
championships, they were never the first option. Anthony Davis won that
They
chip.
still won
LeBron was the
championships,
number
bro.
one option and the greatest player of all time. Kyrie Irving went to the finals playing with Luca and also with LeBron once again, the best player of all time.
And
Klay
they won
Thompson won those
championships.
as the second fiddle against Stephen Curry. None of them's been number one options. I don't know why you think now they'll just be number one. Some one of them's gonna be a
Did
number
I
one
say
option
they're going to be?
and don't
Somebody
win.
gotta be the number one option.
Who?
Kyrie Irving or AD has been yet to be seen. If me personally, it would
We
be
seen AD
AD.
as the number one option. He wasn't winning nothing.
Who did they have? And when they had niggas was
Stop with
hurt.
the excuses, Sam. You
Who
said
did they have?
you
Come
asked
on.
me. Stop moving the fence. You asked me when were they number one. I told you. Now you're saying, oh, but who they have on their team? Whose fault is that? That's not our fault.
That's
They was
GM's
number
fault.
one
But if you're
option.
telling me, all right, if you're telling me right now a team with Kyrie Irving,
Kyrie Irving was
fucking
number one
Anthony,
option with Jason Tatum, Jalen Brown, and them, and he quit.
he got hurt the first year, and then
What
the
are you
Eagles
talking
went by the
about? And
second
then
year.
left, right? Too much pressure.
It wasn't too much pressure. It was just
So
too much. It
where'd
was
he
just too much
go?
Eagles in Boston, nigga.
Oh, now it's too much Eagles, but now he's gone, and that team won a championship.
Nah, it's just Kyrie realized that Jason Tatum and these niggas are gonna eventually get better than him. He had to really realize, like, Kyrie's overall a better player, but Jason Tatum and right now they're controlling the league. Right now, Kyrie's just old. For me, it's,
Right.
pass the keys off to the Young Bucks. The Young Bucks taking over right
But
now.
now look, Seb, when I brought up AD, right? Look, it's all everyone runs this back. When I said AD number one option, Seb said, "Oh, look who he had on his team." Like, and then I said, "Oh, but what about Kyrie?" And but, oh no, it's too many good players now. Oh, it was too many egos. Like,
First,
so that
yes, it
means
was
that
too
I have
many
an
Eagles.
excuse
What are
for
you
Nah,
talking
everything.
about?
they had a good
You have
spot
an
out there.
excuse for
Terry
everything.
Rozier. They had a lot of good people. Like, Al Horford was playing balls out there too. I ain't gonna lie.
So they had a good team. You're saying,
Nah, yeah, they had a good
Yes,
team.
I
and
said
he
they had a
left,
good team.
and he left.
Yes,
Yeah,
he went to
because
Brooklyn
he's
with.
too stubborn. He feels like he has to be the one. If it's not his way, then he doesn't want to play. You see how he did in Brooklyn
What up, Case? What up,
with the
Case?
vaccine. He didn't
So
want the
now,
vaccine.
and now we thought him being 32 in Dallas, he's your number one option.
Hey, he could go out there and get a bucket, but shit.
Yeah, if
We're
anything, he was
talking
better than Luca
about
at points
winning
in
a
the
The last
playoffs.
shot, I
championship.
would give the ball to Kyrie,
Okay,
rather than everybody in the league.
Kyrie Irving is amazing. That's not what
Yes.
I'm talking about. We're
All
talking
right.
about they just came off a championship run.
Mm.
Kyrie is number one. I don't. It's too tough in the West. That's not happening. Sorry to tell you, it's not.
Nah, you're right. You're right.
Gang,
It's
you
just not.
telling me
Because
Anthony Davis
Shea
is
right
a
now,
Yes,
top
Shea's
Steph.
been
That's
in the
what I'm
gym.
telling you. Yes, yes. Don't go into
Anthony
explaining to me.
Davis
Yes,
is
yes,
a
I am.
top 10 player when healthy. And you're
But
telling me all of a
Kyrie has to
sudden,
guard Shea Gilders Alexander. He's almost
I'm a
five
top
why
10
inches
it
taller
just
player.
than
gotta
him.
be
I'm a
Shea?
top 10 player
If
if
I
I
look
was
at if
7
I
foot.
look if I look at
I'm a
every
top
team in the
10
West,
player if
Then
I
it
was
you
depends on
7
telling me
you. They
foot.
have to play Shea.
I'm
LeBron
talking about
eventually has
You
to
when
play
can't
him.
do,
healthy. No, I'm
bro.
talking about the team when healthy. The team is fucked now. Everybody's done for. But
Dad, we're
when
not doing
healthy.
this. Well, I'm not doing this if healthy, if this person did this, and if
So
this
what
person
are we
did that.
talking about,
Stop,
nigga? What are
bro.
you talking about? I said I like the team when they was healthy. I would like to see because of the championship DNA that they have within players, nigga. We can't talk about none now because they're not healthy. My whole
Championship
argument was when they were
DNA.
healthy.
Oh my lord, bro. Like this guy Sep thinks you can just play 2K, put mad players together, and now that they got championship pedigree, they're gonna win. That's not
Did I
basketball. What the
say they
fuck
were
are you
going to win?
talking
I said I
about?
like the team, bro. What are you talking
Now,
about?
you overmass everything, that's when everything goes out. Like,
Yeah,
when you have
but
too
if
much
everybody
players,
fits their role, you have a
too
point
much
guard
ball
that's a
hungry
bucket
niggas,
getter.
you're not gonna ever succeed
Oh
like
my
that.
god, bro.
You have a point guard that's a bucket getter. You have a spot up shooter. You have Anthony Davis who plays both sides of the floor, can get you a basket when you need it, and can play the best defense when he's on the court. What are we talking about?
We
Not too
just
much.
seen we just seen Kawhi Leonard and Paul George team up. Did not everybody
That's
think that
two
they
different
whoa
things,
wait,
bro.
whoa,
That's
whoa,
two
whoa, whoa.
different
I
things.
let you talk. I let you
All right,
talk.
that's two different things, bro.
Now it's two different things.
That's two different things. First of all, when and were they even healthy to even be on the same court with each other? They were barely on the same court with each other for the playoffs.
And
That's
now
one.
and now
Who?
look what Dallas is in. They're not healthy to be on the court with each other.
Yes, and that's why I'm saying if the team was healthy, that's my whole point.
Okay,
That's why I
but
said I
Steph,
like the trade.
every single year, all players are banged up going into the playoffs. I'm
Bro,
You
not
the
see how the
nigga
using
Knicks right
Kyrie,
now,
oh
Jalen
my
Brunson
I'm
is
not
banged
god.
up
using
right
this
now.
excuse if everyone's healthy, bro. That's not on
Kyrie
no
Irving
one,
is
bro.
out with ACL, nigga. What the fuck you want him to do? Get a new one and hop on
I
the court
don't I don't want
tomorrow?
I don't want him to do
The shit is
anything.
over with,
We have
nigga.
to stop being
Nah, the season's
delusional.
over.
We
The
have to
season is
stop
over
being
with, bro. Bro,
that's
they have
not
a
my
whole
point.
infirmary, nigga. At a
That's
point, they're
not my
supposed to
point.
forfeit games,
That's
nigga.
not my point
What are
I'm
we
making right
talking
now.
about? My
That's
whole
not the point
argument
I'm
was
making
if
right
they were
now.
healthy, nigga. They
You just
barely
want to
have enough
yell.
players for the
You just want to
roster.
yell, bro.
What the fuck? Cause you sound crazy, nigga. My
No, I
whole point,
don't.
if we run it back, my whole point was that if it was healthy, I like the team to compete. I never said nothing about a fucking championship. I said they have championship pedigree players, so they would be a tough outing for any team if they got into the
And
playoffs.
did it and
That's
did
all
it
I
work out?
said, nigga.
Did it work out?
This nigga's crazy, bro. Nah, you're drunk, bro.
He
Like, am
can't
I?
ever say when he's wrong, bro. Did
I
it
Nah,
work
just
out? Yes
said,
or
yo, are
no?
you listening, bro?
Yes or
Are you
no?
listening? Nah, I'm not answering
Yes
the question
or
because
no?
you're burnt, bro. You're
it was a
fried,
All right,
failed
so
bro.
now,
experiment. It was a
okay,
failed
so now let me
experiment.
ask Sparkle. Someone who can answer yes or no question. Did
Hmm.
this season work out for the Mavericks? Yes or no?
It was a failure.
All
It
right,
was
that's all you have
before
to
he
say.
even got
Steph
injured. It
can't
was
just say
quiet already.
no.
Before he got
Like,
injured, it was quiet.
And
Kyrie's
why?
playing 40 minutes
And
a night.
yeah, all right.
Kyrie
Why?
was never
Tell me why,
playing 40
Sparkle.
minutes a
Tell me why
night.
it's a failure.
Because Kyrie's playing 40 minutes a night. Klay Thompson never even got right. Like I didn't even see him score like 40 points like he used to. Like he's on the
And
team
what
probably.
happened? And what happened to Anthony Davis the first game?
Yeah, he's very, very, very he's not you can't rely on him. He hurt his groin, whatever it was.
Hurt
His
his
hamstring,
groin.
whatever.
Where was Daniel Gafford and where was fucking what's the
They
and
broke
Derek Lively?
somebody broke their hand and who else? And I think Derek White broke his hand and Gafford hurt his knee or something like that. I don't know.
So this goes back to my whole thing. I said if they were healthy, I like the team. That's all I said.
Not
That's
gonna
a
lie,
whole
in
from top to
2K, if
bottom.
you was
That's
to
a
use the Mavericks, you're gonna win because it's
all
like they
right,
have a
but
lot of stuff.
if my aunt had a penis, that would be my uncle. What are we doing all this if and if this, bro?
Nah, you're
I'm
right.
not
You're right.
doing this.
because
I'm
you're
not
trying
doing
to
this if
argue
Because
with
you
me
gotta go
about
with
a
what's
team
out
that's
there right
not
now.
not
You
doing
can't
healthy.
this
go.
if
You
shit,
can't
bro.
go for what it could have been. You got to go for what you have.
That's what
Thank
I'm
you. And
saying.
okay, and it didn't work, so you was wrong.
Nigga, I didn't even get a chance to be
Ah,
right,
yeah,
nigga, because the
nah,
team was
bro.
hurt,
Nah,
nigga. I
bro.
said if the
I was
team was
cheering for
healthy.
you, bro. I was
Nah, the
cheering
Suns
for
are gonna
you.
take them
You
over.
were
I
wrong,
don't want the
bro.
Mavericks in the play-in. I don't. I want the Suns to
I can't be
actually.
wrong if I never had a full experiment with a team.
You was
I
wrong.
only had one game with a team. So how can I be wrong?
Tell Sparkle what you said about Golden State when the trade happened,
Yes, I said I didn't feel like it was gonna work.
and you was wrong about
But
that.
you gotta really think about it like this.
Yes, but I had
Jimmy
time
Butler
to
doesn't
see
need
it.
to shoot threes. Like, so he's
But
gonna get his
I hear
rebounds.
me out. It's a fair thing when I can say I'm wrong about that because I had time
Yeah.
to see it. I had time to watch it play out. I
Mhm.
got one game, Sparkle. Not even a game. Maybe like a half. A half. Anthony Davis groin went out, and that was that. Derek Lively and Gafford
So
has not
now,
come back. I had half a game to even see what this team will look like.
Has Anthony Davis not been injury prone?
He just played last year in the
He was
playoffs.
out for the Lakers
Sparkle.
when he got traded. Nah, yeah. He was already out when he got traded. So,
Okay, so now
But he played though, did he not?
wait,
nah, this
Wait,
season
hold
I
on,
gave
wait,
it to him, he
hold on,
actually played.
hold on. Time out, hold on. I'm gonna give Seb back the floor. He can't stand when he's wrong. Just hold on, Seb, calm down. Right? When when it comes to this whole Mavericks team, bro, and when they made this trade for Anthony Davis, didn't the whole league not know Anthony Davis has an injury history? I lost Sparkle, bro.
I'm back. I'm back. I got a call.
No, that's what I'm saying. Just before the trade was done, did Anthony Davis not have an injury history?
Yes, nigga Casey.
Wait. Say that again. I couldn't hear you. My bad. My bad.
I'm saying when the trade happened, did
Mm-hmm.
Anthony Davis not have an injury history?
Nah, he did. He was known for getting
So
injured.
now, if he gets hurt once the trade is done, that's your fault. That's like if you buy a used car and they tell you the shit breaks down and you buy it. Whose fault is that? Not so now break down. You gonna start complaining? Oh, I didn't even get to drive it. Oh no, it broke down.
Yeah, once you
You
sign that paper,
you knew
it's
this
fine.
already, bro. So
Yeah.
stop using that as an excuse, bro. That's
Nah,
the
but
That's not
not.
the
weirdest shit.
excuse. That's
But
the
Anthony
facts of
Davis
the
was in a
situation.
season-ending
Oh
I
injury.
my
have the
god! All right,
facts. The facts is in the game when you watch the game. I had a half to watch the team. I didn't even have a full 5 games. I
whose
didn't even have
fault
a
is that?
full game.
Whose fault is that?
Bro, the man was just healthy. It happens to everybody in
Oh,
the league.
but
That's why I said if. My
all right,
whole thing this whole time is I said if this team was healthy.
okay.
I said if the team was healthy. I didn't even say, oh, this team is going to be a championship team. Oh, this team. I said if healthy, this team could be a formidable team because that's championship pedigree. That's all I said. I never said, oh, they're going to the Western Conference. I never said they're going to the second round. I didn't say none of that. I just said I like the team. But I can't even have a full experiment if Anthony Davis just went out in the first half, if the centers are out, and Kyrie Irving has had his torn ACL. That's it. That's literally all I fucking said. I didn't say this team is. I had no expectation. I just said I like the team, and now all of a sudden, oh, this nigga said was wrong. I didn't say nothing, nigga. The fuck?
Yeah.
That's literally all I said,
Okay.
bro. And now you
I
trying
think
to
we.
nitpick into this and that.
Are,
I
You're
think
are
we
trying
should
to
you
change.
nitpick everything.
are
I
you
think we should
done?
change the topic about the West. I think the West. We already know who's gonna win the West.
No,
It's
hold on,
either gonna be the
time out.
Nuggets or the OKC. I feel like, in my
Okay,
opinion,
okay.
to at least
Now
get
so
there to the finals, at least out of the West.
no,
And then
no,
if the
no.
Warriors could figure it out in the playoffs, they have to learn how to play each other in the playoffs. Like, I don't know what the matchup is gonna be. They're gonna play the Nuggets, third seed. If they play the Nuggets first round, I don't know how they're gonna play against the Nuggets. I don't know.
Okay,
I don't know.
okay, okay. So
'Cause
let's talk
Jokic is
about
serious. He's
let's
serious.
no, yeah. So let's talk about the Denver Nuggets because that first segment, I just wanted to let Seb know that he was wrong. Um, so
Never
now,
wrong. Never lose. Undefeated. You never
yo,
want an
so
argument
now
against me.
Seb, I mean, Sparkle was just brought up Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets, right? They just got a win last night against the Utah Jazz. Jokic looked incredible, 27 points, just the whole shebang. We know what he's capable of, right? But the last time the Nuggets had won a championship, they had more shooting around them. People
Mhm.
like KCP, right, who's no longer on that team. And I'm missing some other names, but there's a lot more shooting around them, right?
Mhm.
Sort of a different roster now, right? You got more of the Christian Browns of the world, the
Mhm.
Westbrooks, right? Really filling out more of, just that second unit. Why do you still feel so confident about Denver, seeing that they haven't looked as dominant as previous years and the roster is a bit different? Why are you so high on them?
I ain't gonna lie. I seen some video like I would say like a couple weeks ago when Jamal Murray scored 50 points and he had the ball sign and shit like that. He said, "I ain't gonna lie, I'm celebrating this game, but the main goal is to win the championship." He already won one already, so you feel what I'm saying? I feel like they're more hungry to go out there to win. The only person I feel like that will fuck up their plan will be Michael Porter Jr. If he can't figure it out, like he has to at least come out there and at least get 15. Like he has to come out there and score 20. That's all they really need to really hold down Jokic and Jamal Murray. Pick and roll action, or
Okay.
Jokic bring up the ball and make everybody else look nice, or Christian Braun, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Fact.
Everybody feeds off of Jokic and how the Jokic is playing. If Jokic is having a great game, their game's gonna be easier because they're gonna be wide open because they're gonna have to double team Jokic. So they have to figure it out.
Facts. I think with
Who's guarding
Denver,
Jokic on the Warriors? That's what I'm trying to say right now.
no,
Draymond Green
Jokic.
can try to guard him, but Jokic is gonna get his 30. Feel what I'm
Fact.
saying? So
Facts.
they're gonna
Facts.
be have to outscore each other just to be able to win.
Okay, Case talked about Case talked about Taylor Jenkins too. That's something we're gonna get into right after the
No,
segment.
yeah, yeah,
Casey, I
yeah. We're
got you.
gonna.
Now they violated. They
Yeah,
violated.
we're gonna work our way in the West. Case,
He's
trust. I
been
got
dealing
you.
with a
I'm
lot
rooting
of
for you.
injuries these
Hold on, hold on, hold
past
on,
few
hold on. We're gonna do.
years.
Hold on, Sparkle. I know you're excited. Just one segment at a time, so we can get through everything. I don't wanna shuffle through everything. All I was gonna say about Denver, Jokic MVP caliber. He's amazing. I know Jamal Murray in the playoffs is going to perform well. I'm not too worried about what I've seen in the regular season because I just seen him against Houston the other night, had about 40 points and was cooking. So I know if he needs to put, do the requirements of what's needed to win a championship, I think he's going to be ready. But to Sparkle's point, I think it really comes now down to the others, right? You talk about the Michael Porter Juniors of the world, the Peyton Watsons, right? The Russell Westbrooks and allow
I
on
forgot about
Russ.
Aaron Gordon too.
Aaron
He's
Gordon.
been balling out there. I ain't gonna lie.
Aaron Gordon's been doing his thing since before Jokic just came back. He was a little banged up with an ankle injury. Aaron Gordon was definitely stepping up. I'm not worried about them. But like I said, these others, because in the playoffs, we know the stars are gonna be stars. But
Mhm.
can the others win you a
Glue
quarter,
guys, the
win
Tony
you a game,
Allens
right?
of the
I remember
teams.
I remember when Lonnie Walker was on the Lakers and we're playing Golden State in the second round about 2 seasons ago. And he literally won us that game. Not saying he had all the points, but it was that third and fourth quarter.
Mhm.
He turned up and we needed that spark off the bench.
Yeah, because you're already
Right?
expecting LeBron to score 40. You're expecting everybody else to do what they got to do. So now when the eyes is off for them and everybody's so focused on trying to guard LeBron, it's about this person to come up and show everybody why they should be guarding him and
And
why
that
this is why they get paid for it.
and that's my problem with Denver. I don't trust the others. Seb knows how I feel about Russell Westbrook. Let
I didn't even bring
The
him up.
goat.
legend in the game, one of the
Mhm.
best point guards of all time. But I don't know what happened to his jump shot.
He never
We
But
don't
had one.
need it.
Never
We
had
I
don't
one.
need
don't.
it.
He never
I no.
had
He
one,
did.
bro.
No, he needed Seb.
Nah,
He
nah, nah. We
needed
don't need it
like.
this year. We don't.
Sometimes
My
I
son Mike
think he.
Malone knows how to
Hold on, Seb.
utilize it. That's a real coach.
Seb, I'm gonna give you the floor. Hold on. Just give me 30 seconds. I'm gonna give you the floor. He is a good energy player. I think he gets his teammates involved to the best of his ability. But we've watched some games together, so he goes on the court sometimes and he starts shooting, man, and it's kind of shooting them out the game. So he needs to make those timely shots. I'm not saying he got to make every single one. No one makes every single one. LeBron's been struggling, can't hit a fucking shot.
Yeah, I don't know
But
what's going on with LeBron right
he
now.
needs to make timely buckets, and
Mhm.
I don't know if Westbrook's gonna be able to do that. And that's one of their more important bench players. Seb, the floor is yours. Talk to us about Denver and just how you feel about them going into the playoffs.
Shoot. Right now, I feel like Denver could make a conference final run. I'm not too sure about the finals because I still got OKC coming out the West. Just off the strength of just how they play both ends of the floor. When I look at it right now, the team is sort of still the same components. You got Jamal Murray who turns it up in the playoffs. You got a guy like Aaron Gordon who's actually sort of been playing a little bit better in his role. I think more so the shooting the ball he's been a little bit better at. Michael Porter Jr., you know what you get out of him. A lot of shots taken, not swinging the rock. It's all cool. But to me, the key players is going to be what? Christian Braun, and I'm missing somebody else. I'm missing a bench player off the bench, not Westbrook, because Westbrook is there.
PJ
That spark
Watson, whatever
plug.
his name is.
Yeah,
Watson.
PJ Watts. Thank you. That's what I was missing. Because that's their best defender on the floor. Like, feel me, he really can guard like 1 through 4, most likely. He's a very versatile defender. I definitely like what I've seen. You definitely gonna need that in a playoff series. But when I look at it, just when you talk about Russell Westbrook, right? And what comes to mind is what they say is be a star in your role. And I think Mike Malone and just how he has him in Denver has been just the best version of Russell Westbrook we've seen in quite some time. This off the strength that we're not relying on him to hit them timely threes now, or most likely relying on him to get them backdoor cuts or to move without the ball or to get others involved to get these stops, be the energetic guy. When I seen him with the Clippers, where Ty Lue put him in situations now to where he has to hit these threes, he has to be spot up in the corner. Now, when you got a guy like Westbrook and Jokic on the floor, both guys high IQ when it comes to passing the ball, it kind of makes the game easier for both of them. And I think that's why we're seeing a career year out of Jokic, both on points and when we talk about assist numbers too, because now he has somebody that's gonna cut to the basket and finish at the rack strong as fuck. Now it opens up the floor because now if we're focused on Jamal Murray or fucking Michael Porter Jr. on the 3-point line, we see guys now could just easy cut. That's why you see a guy like Christian Braun. He might not be the best shooter, but when he's cut into that basket, he's finishing with force. When Westbrook is cut to that basket, he's finishing with force. So it's a different style of offense. I don't think they perfected it, and that's the only like thing I have question about. Because when you have a team like OKC now, and you're really looking at them and what they're doing on the defensive end too, they're the best defensive team in the league. They play a very switchable defense. You got guys like Isaiah Hartenstein who can protect the rim, can kind of hold his own against Jokic. You have a guy like Chet Holmgren who could definitely help out too on the floor as well. It's going to be tough for any team too. But when I look at it, they Nuggets right now, I take my chance against them against the Warriors. And I know that the Houston Rockets are having like a great season right now. Shout out to the Houston Rockets.
They're gonna be a first round exit.
They
I
but
think
they can put
people.
up.
I think people are gonna target them to play them in the playoffs. Like
I wouldn't big on that right now too. That's a team
the
that's gonna
seventh
at
seed is
least.
really gonna be the Clippers or who else? Let me see. Let me see how the Western
I'm not
Conference.
gonna lie though, right? So let's talk about Houston a little bit. I think with Houston,
You say Westbrook got to
a
be Bruce
Minnesota could
Brown.
beat Houston Rockets. I think, in my
Jeez,
opinion.
how you gotta be Bruce Brown, bro? You can't do what Bruce Brown do, bro. You can't. He's not shooting like Bruce Brown in the finals gave them like at least 20 a game. All right, Westbrook not doing that, but at least taking at least like 25 shots. That's what
Westbrook,
that.
Westbrook could come out there and give you 10, 15 without trying.
Yeah, but high
Off the fast
volume.
no,
breaks,
no, he can't.
cherry
No,
picking.
no,
Ain't
no.
no,
We're not lying. No, we're
nah,
not. No, he doesn't.
we can't do
Stop.
that because the game
10
Yeah,
slows
points.
thank
down
I
you.
in
give
the.
him 10
Yeah,
points. I give him
no,
10 points.
Nah, the game slows down in
no.
the
Like,
playoffs. It's
He had
not gonna be the
17
same
yesterday.
thing.
okay, hold on. Westbrook can score over 10 on any given night because he's one of the greatest basketball players of all time. Like that's not like from that aspect. When I'm saying no is because he has to be having a good shooting night. And a lot of nights that's not happening.
Nah, you're right.
Russell Westbrook shooting
He's a
is
bad shot, good
is
shooter. Like he
is
shoots bad shots, but sometimes he makes them. That
yeah, but a
Well,
lot
yeah,
of the
but you got to think
times
about it like this. You can't afford those type of possessions in the playoffs. Every possession
Jokic is not
technically
gonna let
counts.
him even do that because he's gonna be having the ball majority of the time. See, he's gonna score off of
yes,
Jokic,
yes, but
cutting to the basket and then going to the
but
basket and
but
getting an easy
but
layup, just
smart,
like
but
that.
smart. You need the others to win in the playoffs, bro.
Now you're right.
Jokic is going to do his thing, period. That's granted. Like he's going to do his thing, put up crazy numbers, be dominant. They're gonna win games, probably a series just because of Jokic. We get that. But as the rounds go farther and farther, the game slows down. It's more in the half court. You're gonna have to really make shots. And Westbrook is not a good shot maker. He's just not. So I don't think we even see as much minutes for him in the playoffs unless he's knocking down shots, bro.
That's
Now
what I
you're right.
said. It's
Like that.
Mike Malone. Mike Malone. The thing is with him, he's very transparent with his players. So when I look at it, if Westbrook is bugging, he knows to limit his minutes more and maybe give a guy like Julian Strawther a little more. Somebody that actually shoots the rock. Somebody that can actually maybe come in the game and actually give you like maybe 2 crucial threes or 3 threes when you need it. Like, and I think I've seen that a little bit this year with him too. that might be another key component if he gets some burn in the playoffs. Somebody that could actually space the floor, because when he's actually shooting the rock and it's actually going in, like feel me, it's a different Denver team now. Now you have to close out more. Now you just can't worry about Michael Porter or Jamal Murray. Now you can't just worry about Aaron Gordon. Like I feel like Julian Strawther too is somebody else I seen that could definitely help out there.
Nah, you're right. You're right.
Right.
And I just checked the Western Conference standings. The Clippers are the sixth seed now, so they're going to be fighting with the Warriors for the sixth seed right now. I ain't gonna lie. So God forbid the Warriors get the seventh and they play the Rockets. I honestly don't see Houston winning.
Houston, here's the thing
Yeah,
with
yeah. Let's
Houston.
talk about you real quick.
Houston doesn't have the big names as these other teams may have in the Western Conference
They have
in the
chemistry
East,
though.
but they have chemistry with each other and they have young bodies that can defend.
Hmm.
A lot of these older teams, a la a Golden State, the Lakers, the Clippers, these young teams, they actually want to play these teams because they feel they can run them out the gym.
Hmm.
If you look at a team like the Lakers, they struggle against these younger teams that could run up and down the floor. 'Cause LeBron don't want to do that all game.
Nah, you
Luca
don't.
Luca don't want to run to the bench. Like Lu, he
He just wants to dance to the 3 point line. That's what he wants to do.
Austin Reeves can't guard Seth. So it's like those are your three best players that aren't
Don't play
the
defense.
they're not defending. So these younger teams like a Houston, if Jalen Green sees Austin Reeves in front of him, we know that's barbecue chicken.
Barbecue
Yeah,
chicken alert.
dunking
Like
on him.
you just talked about Tyrese Halliburton going up against Luca and Luca looking like he was in a penitentiary. Like come on, man.
Yeah, that's bad
So
basketball right there.
a team like Houston, I got a lot of young bodies. I think that's gonna be good for them. They also got the vets on there that's gonna give them, that experience that's needed. And then they have one of the top five coaches in the NBA, and Ime Udoka, who should be top three in this year's Coach of the
Yeah, the
Year.
Celtics actually baited him. I don't like how they just released him and then they just left his work. This is what he started with the Celtics, and then they got rid of him. And you see
Can't
what
be
he's
fucking around with them workers, man. Can't
like. I
be.
mean,
You
yeah.
gotta.
Look,
You ain't read that employee handbook. That's the
Hold on,
problem,
hold on,
man.
hold on.
sometimes they be throwing it. Like you can't really be too mad. Like I feel like he's the one with the money. I don't think he was chasing a worker. The worker
Nah,
just
bro.
so
You know you
happened
can't
he
do
just
that,
he
bro.
got caught, and then now it's him. Like I feel like he
Yeah,
just took
bro,
the
that's a
same
scandal,
full
bro. The
story.
man's married. It would be different if the nigga was like single, bro. The man's married, bro, to Nia Long, bro. That's straight up like that's embarrassment for the organization, bro. I don't
Oh, you're
blame the
right.
nigga
You're
because
right.
he a nigga at the end of the day. But if something big like that happens, you know they're gonna drag it to where they gotta release him though. They didn't really have to, but they did it though. But you
Oh, you're
definitely
right.
right. He definitely did start. He did start something over there.
'Cause I don't
But
like how the coach now thinks that he's really like he's the coach. Like he's the reason
Oh,
why. Oh, this Jason Tatum's going out there. He has something to prove every night.
all right,
Like
well, hold on. Two things when it comes to Ime Udoka. Can you blame him? But and in terms of the second thing I want to say, Joe Mazzulla is a phenomenal coach, bro. So
I'm not saying he's not a
he's a
good
phenomenal.
coach, but this was Ime Udoka's team. Like he already had everything, the blueprint. All he had to do was just figure out, all right,
Yes.
he's gonna make Peyton Pritchard and Derek White come out there and shoot whenever they want to shoot. He's telling them that you have the green light. I watched the whole video. He said, "My stay ready guys. These stay ready guys, they know when their time is called, they're gonna come out there and score 40 because they want to stay out there and play." And that's how he has them right now. He has them against their back.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I definitely.
They're buying in.
No, I definitely hear what you're saying, but I just don't want to discredit Joe Mazzulla because I was kind of a hater when I first seen he did get the job because I was a big Ime Udoka fan. I just like the work that he did. So I get what you're saying, but
Mhm.
this also happened before Mark Jackson
Yeah, with the
created
Warriors. Yeah.
created that culture with Golden State,
Mhm.
and then
He got fired.
the white man got the job and just took it to another level. But Mark Jackson's someone who gets the short end of the stick every single time we talk about who really implemented a culture within a franchise and then just Just because I think of things outside of basketball got the boot in, I just don't think that's right.
Yeah, people always judge you off of your surround, not your like whatever you're doing outside of basketball, and it never has to involve. It never involves basketball. Just like what Stephen A.
The
Smith is
politics
saying.
too.
Oh, LeBron didn't go to Kobe Bryant's funeral. Then he said, "Oh yeah, he did go." Like you shouldn't even be mentioning that in the first place. Like
I'm
you trying
glad
to
y'all
get.
mentioned this too, because feel me, there's so much that we haven't covered just off the strength that we haven't done NBA in a while too. I really want to get y'all thoughts on this whole Stephen A. and LeBron situation because this shit is funny as fuck though. And the thing is with me, I don't feel like neither side is wrong in a sense, but it's like I just want to hear your
Certain
thoughts. I'll
things
start
should
with
not be
Sparkle.
said. Certain things should not be said with Stephen A. Smith.
So you feel
Like he
like he
said
was
this.
wrong in the situation?
Yeah, because even all right, the first argument, whatever he could have said, he could have just kept it like that and kept it pushing. LeBron was being messy by going on the whatever show and saying what he said. You know what I'm saying? But Stephen A. Smith was messier for even going on the next day. The headline. Well, how do you feel about LeBron on the McPhee show? Shouldn't be
All
doing
right,
shit
hold
like
on,
that.
time. All right, hold on. It's Pat McAfee.
Whatever his name is.
This nigga almost called him the first time Pat Mickey Mouse. I heard you, nigga. His Pat is Pat McAfee. All right. Seth had to make sure I started saying that because for the long, I was calling him Christian McCaffrey
Yo,
from
Case, you trying to join up?
San Francisco. But with this whole LeBron Stephen A thing,
Mhm.
me Seb and Fabian talked about this off camera. Here's my stance. Bronny needs to be criticized. Yes, period. So criticize him. That's not what Stephen A did. He can lie and say that he didn't, but you did. And I'm a Stephen A fan. Like he's one of the reasons I do podcasting and all this. Like I won't lie, but wrong is wrong and right is right.
Mhm.
That day, that day after they played the Philadelphia 76ers and Bronny got cooked against Tyrese Maxey. Tyrese Maxey cooks almost all the league.
Yeah.
So that was the first thing, and then it wasn't like Stephen A. went on and said, "Well, he shot 2 for 6 from the field. He was getting his defensive assignment just kept blowing past him. He was missing coverages. He wasn't pat. That's analyzing the game, right?"
Mhm.
Stephen A. went on and said, "LeBron, why did you put your son in
Yeah,
this
he put
type
his
of
face on it.
predicament?"
Yeah.
You know that he wasn't ready, and
Mhm.
you what he did was made that about LeBron. It was not about Bronny. You might have said Bronny's name in your
Mhm.
soliloquy, but don't stand there and act like you made that whole segment and it was strictly about Bronny and statistics because it
Yeah.
wasn't.
It wasn't. It was directly towards LeBron. Because he's basically saying like he got drafted because of his father, and not everybody has to put up with his father's wording saying that he has to be out there to play. 'Cause he feels like his son's better than half of the players in the NBA. Whatever he said, I don't remember what he said exactly. So Stephen A. Smith didn't like that, but he could have directed it differently. He could have been like, Bronny, I want you to prove it to yourself. Whenever you get on the court, I want you to at least show me that you're able to stay out there. You feel what I'm saying? It took it takes a lot of people a lot of time to really get their feet together. You know what I'm saying, to get right. It took what's the
Bro,
guy on the Spurs? It took a person like Chris Paul to really train him, not train him, really coach him how to be an NBA player. Feel what I'm saying?
right.
And that's what Chris Paul is signed for. This is why players like that are on the team, so he could be a veteran on the team to be able to coach the young rooks. Because half of these guys are 19, 18 years old. They don't know how to, be a leader. For what I'm saying, they're still in a college kind of like just because they have money. That's the only reason why they're one and done. It's like they didn't finish college. They don't really know how to really treat people or how to be around people to really be able to
Mhm.
figure shit out. So I'm saying, like, I honestly think it takes a lot of people time for them to really
But
get.
now look, right? Two things.
Mhm.
Number one, here's the thing about lying. Remember that when you lie, you have to keep lying.
Yeah.
You can't just tell a lie now and then think it's not because now what if someone questions you on that? Now you have to keep lying. That's number one.
Mhm.
Number two, who are the top two picks in last year's draft?
The Scar guy, and
Alex
isn't Alex
Alexander
Scar
Sarr.
and Stephon, the guy on the Spurs, right?
No, no, it was Alexander Sarr who went number one,
Oh, the
and
guy
then
on the Hawks, Rozier,
and
Rozier.
no, and Zach. Yo, you got to get these names right. Nigga said
Yeah,
Rosie.
I
Zach,
I know them, but I just don't know them. You know what I'm
Zach,
saying?
Zach Ricochet.
Mhm.
Right. So I want anyone please DM the page. Find me where Stephen A's talking about them.
Yeah, he's directly targeting Bronny. Like he is, he
The
is.
top, the top two picks, top two.
And Alex Carr been balling. He hasn't even
Someone
said nothing about him.
facts. Find me the clips now where Stephen A's talking about Alexander Sarr or Zachary Ricochet.
Mhm. None. It's nothing.
There's none. Now, Stephen A isn't gonna go on his platform and say my bosses made me say this because that's not a production. I get that aspect, but you could have went on your own podcast and told the truth and just say that talking about Bronny and LeBron gets us the most views.
Yeah,
That's
it
just
is.
it. But
Clickbait.
when
That's what it
but
is.
but when you don't do that, and now you're turning in this, oh, LeBron was bullying him, and he should have met him in the back and talk. He doesn't have to do any of that.
Mhm.
He said in his mind, when I see you, I'm gonna say something to you, and that's the exact. The fuck is that?
Nah, that's a lot. That's a lot of my fault. I just had to rejoin everything, make sure everything was straight.
Yeah, that's all he had to do, bro. Right? So Stephen A, he might not ever see this, but if you do, you do. Just we gotta find, and I appreciate how Brian Windhorst, shout out to him because he kind of got a straight bullet out of nowhere. But he was mature about it and literally went on TV the next day and said, we gotta find more of a balance. Right? To where, of course, you want to hear about some drama. You know, we all like to hear Zion eating all these foods and all that. It's funny. We get all that. We also got to bring it back a little more, breaking down the game, bro. That's why I like hearing someone like Tim Legler break down the game, bro.
Mhm.
Right? When JJ Redick and Braun had their podcast, they made it like that to break down the game. I'm interested to see now Steve Nash on the podcast, them breaking down the actual game, bro. Not just saying, "Oh, Bronny shouldn't be playing in NBA because LeBron."
Nah, I mean,
Bro,
I get
how
it
many
though,
people's gonna say the same shit?
Then he
Like,
but they
said
only
damn,
said
LeBron
it
has to
on.
talk to Michael Jordan. That has nothing to do with
that's
anything.
nothing. And
I won't
how would
even be
anyone
talking to
like
Michael Jordan if I'm still playing in the NBA
Stephen
either.
A. got personal, and I don't blame him because he got pressed on television. He's a black man. Anyone who got pressed like that is gonna feel a type of way, and if they got a platform, they're gonna talk about it. I'm not
He could have
saying
he could have sat down. I would have been like, "Who are you? I don't have to talk to
Nah,
you.
but
I don't
at
have
the
to
heat
talk
of
to
uh,
you."
the nah, I think it's the thing is with Stephen A. I think he had one of those things to where you know how when you have a situation and then film it, everything happens so fast, and when you look back at it, it's like, damn, I should have said this. Damn, I should have said that. I think that's what Stephen A. is going through right now. I think at film me, he got caught lacking. That's the thing. He got caught lacking in the situation to where he came up to him, he came hostile. Stephen A wasn't ready for that. He was just going there to do his job, watch the game. LeBron was on odds. He was telling him, like, yo, my son, yo, like, leave my son the fuck out of this. And at a point, just like, yo, fuck, all right. Then you see all of a sudden now he's riled up. He said, if he would have swung on, if he would have touched me, I would have swung on. Yo, Stephen A, be for real, bro. Like,
He had the ball in his hands. He could have just did
I
something.
said
It's either you could have made him feel like a complete idiot for even walking up to you, or you should have just told him
yeah, but
something.
the thing is, I don't like about Stephen A. And by all means, this is his job. This is what the fuck he does. Like, feel me? If a niggas been watching Stephen A. Smith for years, he's been doing this. This is nothing new for years. He gonna critique players. He gonna do what he gonna do. That's Stephen A. He gets paid to do that, and that's respect to that. But at the same time, it's like, feel me? And that situation in time, feel me? You have everything to say now. Now the situation happened. The situation like what 2 weeks ago now. He could have been
Still
addressed
talking
what he had
about
to
it.
say. Yeah, he's still talking about it. Like, feel me? Like, whatever beef you have with Brian, feel me? You should have been at least said, like, yo, feel me? Like,
He
I
didn't even
understand
know
what
there
you
was
took.
beef. Braun kept the pee. He didn't say nothing to him until he seen him.
Yeah, but
yeah.
at the same time, it's like you can't just go back. Like, feel me? First, the day after that, he said, "Yo, it was a father. Like, feel me? It wasn't Braun talking to me as a player. He was talking to me as a father. I had no choice but to respect that." But then, like 2 weeks later, now it's yo. If he would have touched me, I would have swung. Like he's switching up energy. You feel me? But I get what he's saying though. Like LeBron want to fits his narrative. LeBron fake put the tension on Bronny when he said he's better than half the league. So the first opportunity he had to on national TV, he got fried. He had to comment that. The only thing he was out of pocket was as a son, as a father. I'm pleading you. But at the end of the day, JJ Redick's his own man. JJ Redick's gonna put it. Who's gonna want to put it? They just came off a back to back.
Seb, can I ask you a question?
Hold on, we got Casey joining the platform.
What the hell?
Double J, I don't really agree with what you're talking about up here, man. I don't know.
KC!
Yeah.
The Stephen A. Smith debate. I'm not too sure about what you're talking about.
So then, how do you feel, sir? If anyone don't know who this is, man, KC, high school legend, college legend, went on one of the craziest runs in college basketball history. Right now, just trying to find his way into the league through the back door. It's good. He's gonna get the job done, man. KC, thank you for coming on the platform. The floor is yours. Go ahead, talk.
Know that, man. In my opinion, bro, I feel like with LeBron having his own opinions with how Bronny James comes into the league, being better than half the league, in my opinion, that's kind of disrespecting your colleagues, the people that you're playing with and things like that of that nature. You know what I'm saying? Granted, that is his son, all right? So that's his son. Whatever. You can say whatever you want about your son. But as that being said, if a guy that covers the league is covering the sport and you play on the Lakers, you know what I'm saying? You said he's not really covering Alex Sarr and the
Nah, but
other
that's a
guy.
big market franchise. You're right. You're right.
Lakers is the biggest franchise in the NBA.
Mhm.
There's not a game that's not covered. I don't remember the last time I seen a Wizards game.
Yeah,
I don't
nobody
remember the
want to watch the Wizards. Just I ain't
I
gonna
don't
lie.
remember the
Nobody
last
wants to
time I
watch the
seen a
Wizards.
I'm
Hawks game,
not
but the
okay.
Hawks
Hold
is
on, hold
covered.
on, hold on, hold on, hold
Go
on,
ahead.
hold on, hold
Yeah,
on.
go ahead, go
I'm
ahead, go
not
ahead,
saying
go ahead.
about watching the Wizards, the hot. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying they're the top two picks in the fucking draft.
Right.
Like, and I
And they
haven't,
playing like
haven't, haven't,
shit.
I haven't seen one segment on them. Those are the
But now, but
top two
listen.
picks.
You're gonna see Bronny more now because now the Lakers, now the publicity on them is higher now because now they got Luca now. So now you're gonna see Bronny sitting on the bench here and there. People are gonna scream, "Bring Bronny in the
Right,
game."
right.
Now when he
And
comes
I'm
out in the
not
game, he
okay.
gets fried.
But once again, my point was it was not. Of course, you could talk about Bronny. He's an NBA player. That's not what I'm saying. I'm
Yeah.
saying if you're going to talk about Bronny, you don't have to mention LeBron getting him into the NBA every single time to start your sentence. We get it. Now talk about Bronny in his actual game, bro. That's it.
Nah, you're right.
That's,
You're right.
Yeah, but the
I,
first chance they got to. This all stems back from the first chance that he got, and when that was a national game against Philly, they seen it. Like, feel me? So I think that's where everything stems
But
from.
they
Nobody,
didn't,
no.
right.
Seb, they did not break down his game.
What was there to break down? He went 0 for
He didn't
6
do
and he got
shit.
fried. Yeah, he got fried in that game.
Okay, so then
It was
keep it
a
like, so
bad
why
game
did
for.
you have to say, LeBron, what are you doing? You put him in this situation. What are you? He's the
Be-
55th pick. 55th picks don't get good into year 4 or 5. What are we talking about right now?
What we're saying
I
is
mean
the
that's a fact. But listen to this, Double J. There's no 55th pick that comes into the league with the hype around him because the best player in the NBA just said that he's better than half of the league. So you
Okay,
got
now
to take that into
are
consideration as
okay?
well.
yeah.
But
Because think
So
about it
are
like
you
this.
saying that?
with
Hold on, Seb.
LeBron
Hold on.
James saying that he's better than half the league, a million more eyes are on him.
Facts.
So if you're not performing after a guy like that, the best player in the league is vouching for you like that, it's granted that you're critiqued hard.
So now, I just want to say this one thing to you, Casey, and
Yeah,
tell me this is not crazy,
yeah,
right? I seen Stephen A. talk about Bryce saying he's not ready and all that. I
yeah,
seen them play them against Milwaukee. Bronny had his first actual good game. He said, I might have been wrong. How can you
yeah,
switch your stance that quickly?
yeah. I wouldn't agree with him saying I might have been wrong, but I think I watched that though. He was kind of saying like he definitely doubled down on saying he should be in the G League. He didn't say
Okay.
he's fully wrong. He doubled down on saying he should still be in the G League. But as far as like, him saying I might be wrong, I feel like that's the hate that he's been getting and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Yeah, trying
But
to make it seem like it's like that. My thing
you
is,
know,
sorry to cut you off, Case.
no,
My
you
thing
good.
is that when we talk about like feel me, fathers putting pressures on son, this literally happened like 4 or 5 years ago with Lonzo Ball and LeVar Ball. LeVar
Yeah.
literally came in making fucking Lonzo a target on his back. So that's the
Right.
same thing that's gonna
It's the
happen.
same exact
The literally
situation.
the first game, Lonzo played like crap, bro. And they went straight. They didn't even ask what happened to Lonzo. They went to LeVar. They said, "What happened? What was all that you was talking about your son?" That's the first thing that they're gonna do. They're not gonna talk about the kid. Nobody attacked Lonzo that whole season. Everybody's saying like, "Yo, you writing checks that fucking Lonzo got to cash on the court," and now that made him a target. And the first thing that Pat Bev did was attack Lonzo. He said, "I want to see what you about," because feel me, your pops is talking hot about you.
Right,
That sets
exactly.
a target,
So
whether
that
you like it or not. That sets a target.
He was the,
facts,
he was
that's
he was
facts.
he was a top two pick.
And LeBron's the greatest player,
That's
one of the greatest
facts.
players of all
That has
time.
nothing to do with Bronny. What do you?
What do you mean, bro? If one of the greatest players of all time
Lonzo
benches and said,
deserved more of that because he was the top two pick.
So why weren't they hard
Bronny
on
was
Lonzo and why were they hard on his
55.
father?
Say it again.
Why weren't they hard on Lonzo and they were hard on LeVar about Lonzo's performances?
What do you mean they weren't hard on Lonzo? What do you mean by that?
They weren't really saying like he's a bad player or this and that. They were just on LeVar's ass, like, oh,
I
what is
seen
all
them
this shit you're
critiquing
talking about?
Lonzo.
What?
I'll send you the clips. I seen them critiquing Lonzo.
but
Okay.
who were they critiquing more, Lonzo or LeVar for making Lonzo go out there and saying that he's better than Steph Curry and all that?
No, yeah, but now look at what both parents did. LeVar Ball went on a media run. Are we serious right now? And what LeBron did and what LeVar did?
It's not
We're
that
gonna
different.
sit
It's
here
a
and
father son.
compare
Hold on,
those
hold
two
on, hold
things
on. You're not gonna
on what they
you're,
did with their sons.
you're not gonna say this Bronny thing was a media run too? He was about to get drafted by other teams and they said he'll go to Australia.
Are
Are you
we?
kidding me?
Okay,
The
no,
Raptors
I
had interest in
understand all of
drafting him
that.
too.
But if we're going
Are
to
you
sit
kidding
here
me?
right now and act like LeVar didn't go insane, then I have nothing else to say because,
No,
damn,
LeVar went
like
insane.
I seen it in real
LeVar
time.
went
LeVar
LeVar
went
went completely
insane.
insane. Yeah, but look,
He
this is
went.
what I'm trying to tell you. LeBron's influence on his voice is fucking a million times higher than LeVar's. You know what I'm saying?
Facts,
Fuck what
facts,
LeVar
facts,
says.
facts.
LeBron, his word should be gold in this
But if
basketball thing.
LeBron, okay, but if LeBron felt like that, why can't LeBron say that?
He can. And that's why I'm saying if you do say that, then you have to be critiqued about it. You cannot be mad about people critiquing what you said out of your own mouth. There's no problem with you saying it, but
No,
make
but that's
sure what
not
you're saying is being backed up by him performing. Once he starts underperforming, that's where the criticism comes in, bro. And
right.
that
And
is that
LeBron
simple, in my
saying
opinion.
that you didn't critique that. Well, Stephen A said was as a father, why would you put him in this situation?
Yeah.
That has nothing to do with basketball.
Yeah, he didn't have to say
Technically,
You
it
don't
something
think
does
didn't,
because
didn't
so?
it's
have to be
on the
said.
You don't.
court. Technically,
All
he
right, I
LeBron
know. I can't. Listen,
LeBron
listen. I
fully
guess we're gonna
pushed
have to
Bronny
agree to
into the league.
disagree. Like,
Bro, Bronny barely even played college basketball. Why couldn't he go back for another year? You don't think that the whole influence on why he's in
because
the
the
league right now
bag was
is
there,
LeBron?
bro. The bag was there.
What bag? What do you mean?
The NBA bag.
Bro, wasn't he just he had the highest NIL in USC. He was making about
Okay.
2 mil. What did he
All
just
right. And he
what's
wanted
his
more guaranteed money. I'm pretty sure if they
what's his
came at you with a bag, you taking it. You want to guarantee more
what,
money.
what's his contract? 4 year, 8 mil?
I believe so. Like 8.5. Yeah.
He stays in college. What did they just offer AJ whatever his name is?
I'm not
He's almost getting
Eight
10
mil.
mil. You
right,
don't
but I'm not.
yeah, they
I'm
would
not
offer
the.
the
you
same
don't think
thing.
I'm
Bronny's
not
gonna get
mad at
5 mil
any.
if he goes back?
I'm not mad at any black man for turning down more money, bro. I mean, for like
How's
taking
that
more
not?
money.
How's that more money though? That's what I'm saying. He's making
It is
his
more
first
money because if he was in
his
the NBA, he doesn't get that money. It's more money.
his freshman year of college. He made 2 million in NIL.
Casey,
He's
we're
making
saying the
about
same thing.
2 2.2 mil in the NBA a year. or
No, I
less.
get what you're saying, but what I'm
Exactly.
saying
Yeah.
is going to the NBA is just more money. That's what I'm saying.
Correct. It is.
That's what I'm saying.
No,
Nah, but
I
eight
can't even say
million
that. I can't
dollars,
even say that in
$8
this
million
day
in in
today.
college is a lot of
I can't
money.
even
I
say
ain't gonna
that no
lie.
more. People are not going to the draft no
I'll do
more
my
because they're
four
trying to make
years.
more
I'll do
money
my
in the
4 years for $8 million a
in
year.
college.
So now, because you got a lot to say, Casey, are you better than Bronny?
That was just my teammate a couple months ago, bro. I feel like
I don't
Bronny
know.
should.
I didn't ask if that was your
He
teammate a couple months ago.
instigated.
Are you better than Bronny?
Yes, bro. I do more. I do more. Yes, bro. We
Oh
play two
wow,
different
wow.
games, but like it's how you see it, bro. If you feel like I do more on the court than Bronny does, that's how you see it.
No, I just wanted your personal opinion. That's it. If you think,
I
I feel like
respect that. I respect.
I'm more of a versatile player, but at the end of the day, I got nothing to do with that. I'm Bronny's going to get like you feel me. He's getting critiqued by what he's doing in the league. You feel me? I don't got nothing to do with that. What I'm saying is, I don't think LeBron should be so mad about somebody critiquing about what he said. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I definitely do agree.
But that sentence you said, you're kind of altering what actually happened. LeBron was mad because Stephen A. came at him as a father.
I mean,
That's
I
what
mean,
he
you
had to
technically
do.
both on the floor. You technically both on the court.
That's
You
all I'm
technically both
saying.
on the court. That's how I look at it as. I think that feel me, you can't really like split both if you're playing with your son. Like that's what I look at it as. So I think as a father and as a teammate, like feel me, you kind of setting him up.
Listen, all I'm saying is because you're gonna feel one way or the other. I don't care about any of that. All I'm saying is moving forward. If anyone, not Stephen A. Smith, any reporter, media, whatever, all I'm saying is that you don't have to mention LeBron if you're gonna talk about Bronny. You can to make your thing sound cool and sound like everybody else. You don't have to do that. Have to do it. That's my only point.
but is
I
it
think
wrong? Like, is it wrong to do it? Like,
There's,
what are you
it's
saying?
not
Like, you don't.
about wrong. I'm not
What
talking
do you
about
mean you
wrong
don't
or
have
right.
to do it? What do you mean?
You don't have to. You can. You don't have to.
I mean,
I think it's one of those things.
I don't
Yeah.
think Bronny's in this situation if it isn't for Bron. So I mean, I
Okay,
don't
now
think it.
you can
I don't
say
think
that.
Stephen
Now
A
we're
is.
going back again to the beginning. When this thing is
Yeah,
never
but
gonna end.
I'm saying I don't think Stephen A is seeing it like where I'm blaming Bronny for all of this underperforming because I don't think Stephen A sees it as Bronny put himself in this position.
That's fine. Now, I'm not talking about Stephen A. no more. Stephen A. said what he said.
You're
That's Stephen A.
saying you don't
Smith.
have to. You're saying that you don't have to name Bron, but who are you talking about? Stephen A. Right? You're talking about
I'm
any
talking
comment,
about no. I said
any
no. Here's
person.
my this is my last statement. I don't have no, too much to say, too much more to say about this. For
Okay.
all media moving forward, not Stephen A.
Okay.
All media. If you're going to speak about Bronny,
Yeah.
you don't have to mention LeBron. You can, like, it's not. You
Yeah.
can do whatever you want
Of
in
course.
life. It's your life.
Exactly.
I'm just
Okay.
saying you don't have to. That's it. Nothing more. Nothing less.
All right, fair enough. I definitely do want to move forward. Because we still haven't discussed about the Memphis Grizzlies firing Taylor Jenkins after being 44-29. The report literally came out yesterday. Then I see reports today talking about how John Morant didn't like how the offense was being run. Feel like the ball was being taken out of his hands too much. Case you definitely did mention it first, so I want to ask you, how do you feel about the situation on this? The Memphis Grizzlies firing Taylor Jenkins.
Yeah. Well, that's what. I want to hear y'all opinion on it. I feel like that's crazy. Like, I feel like I don't know Ja's relationship with him, but if you ask me, it looks like everybody's vibing over there. Like, you know what I'm saying? Everybody, it looks like a happy family over there. If you ask me, like, you know what I'm saying? I was with the Memphis Hustle last year for a little bit. I didn't see any. They were talking like Taylor Jenkins is their guy. You know what I'm saying? Like they have a good bond with him. They like how he plays his offense. You know, they don't really run a pick and roll offense for real. You know, they let Ja rock out. More ISO balls. Everybody really try to go ISO for real. You know, they got Jaren Jackson. He don't need no screen. He go ISO. You know what I'm saying? So it's really like a free flow offense. So I mean, The offensive scheme that I'm hearing about, I'm not too sure where it's coming from.
I feel you. I feel you. Yo,
You know what I
Justin, let me
mean?
hear what you guys say.
Something happened behind the scenes that they're gonna try to cover up with offensive schemes and shit like that. Something happened behind the scenes and he got fired. There's nothing more to it.
Is Sparkle even here with us?
Let's do
Must have.
Sparkle, bro. Sparkle be
All
love.
right, fuck
Or
it. We'll do
Sparkle
that till
loves
he's
something.
ready here. All
No,
right,
but
yeah.
yeah,
So
there's nothing like you seen coaches fired with winning coach of the years. We seen coaches fired with bad records, good records, got the team into the playoffs. And the last time in 15 years, fire teams that over 500 get fired. It's not about winning and losing. It's about either something happened behind the scenes or their star players said get him out of here. I don't think we got to act delusional. Like that's just what it is.
I think that's more so what it has to do with it. Because when I look at it, it's more so has to do with that, and I definitely do feel like John Morant does feel like the offense was shifting more towards like Jaren Jackson and it's everybody. I think that
John Moran misses a lot of games, and when he's
nah,
on the
that's
court,
true,
they
and I
give him
seen
the
somebody.
ball.
Yeah,
That's
that's true. I definitely did
bullshit.
somebody say that because I was reading the comments and it made sense. It's just like you got to remember too. They got to find ways to win games when he wasn't there because he's dealt with numerous injuries and suspensions too. So feel me, like even though you're the star player on the team, like the show still got to go on with or without you. So a lot. That's how I feel like we got a better Jaren Jackson this year. Guys like Santi Aldama got a little bit more shine, got a little bit better. Who else am I missing out
And
though? Like,
and 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 the firing kind of happened right after that Desmond Bain Aldama situation,
no, that is true. That is true.
and then the game after that situation, Desmond Bain had like 3 points, went like I don't know something for 12, like 1 for 12, or some. You know what I'm saying? He had a horrible game. He lost to OKC, and they got him right up out of there. So maybe it's the way he's letting the team be. You know what I'm saying? They got
Yeah,
internal problems. They got things going on. They're losing games.
John
The guys
Morant's
not
off
really
court
playing.
wilding.
Yeah. So I mean,
But
maybe
then
how
I don't think
maybe
a coach can. Well. A coach can control maybe a little more on the court, locker room, but off the court, like what he just said with Jaws off the court. Taylor Jenkins can control what Ja does off the court.
yeah, no, definitely not.
so
But
y'all just
on
think that he just lost the locker room. That's what it was.
Lost the locker room. How when they're in the Western Conference and been over 500 the whole year? How did this
Yeah,
locker room?
that it has been that case, but at the same time,
They're the
is
fifth seed.
are we looking at
So this
Memphis
was
to
personal.
yeah, are we looking at Memphis to really make some noise in the playoffs and just like really compete? Or are we looking at are they a great regular season team?
I feel like
They're
that
a
all
great regular
depends
season
on
team.
matchup.
It is. I definitely do say that it definitely does depend on matchup,
But
but
why fire the coach in the 10 games before the season ends?
it has to be an internal
That's what I'm
situation.
saying. Something happened behind the scenes. It's not about an offensive scheme. This is not about because the team's been doing well. So that all those excuses that people like to say when coaches regularly get fired, that doesn't apply here. Something
no,
happened.
no, no. I mean, they're fifth. They're what? They're 50 right now, 60.
Yeah, fifth seed, but
Niners
at a
look
point
good
there
for
was
but
second seed or third seed.
But yeah, exactly. They're saying that they don't beat no like top teams in their conference. Like what I'm saying, they just win the games they're supposed to be winning.
Well, is that because of the team or because Ja can't stay healthy?
Yeah, it definitely is Ja. I mean, but at the same time too, I could say that the organization of my knowledge is like, what I'm saying, they're not really too worried about like, what I'm saying, these guys playing regular season games, what I'm saying? They're focused on the playoffs. Like see how many games you want, what I'm saying? Make sure you're ready for the playoffs. In
Mm.
my in, from what I know, my knowledge.
Right, right,
You know
right,
what I'm
right,
saying?
right.
So
So
I
in this
mean,
case though, like
I don't think
what
that they're
does the
mad
future
at Ja for missing
okay.
games, is what I'm trying to say.
I feel you. I feel you about that. I just want to ask though. I just want to ask everybody. In this case, where do you think this organization go? Are we moving players around? Are we getting a new coach? Or like, are we just gonna start fresh with like Jaren Jackson or John Morant? Or do they just blow it
All right,
up?
I'll go real quick. You got to find a new coach. You just fired him, so you got to get a new
Yeah,
coach.
for sure.
And in the offseason, I'm not trading Ja unless the offer is astronomical. Like, no, so I'm not doing that. I'm not building around Jaren Jackson Jr. I'd rather do crack. Why the hell am I building around Jaren Jackson Jr. for?
I think they trade Desmond and try to get a new Desmond with like probably they got a lot of pieces. GG maybe
Right.
Gigi's tough.
Luke Knar. You know what I'm saying? Put a little package deal like that and get like a good name. You know what I'm saying? Do one of those. You know what I'm saying?
I
Because
think
I
they
GG.
feel
should
like
trade John
I feel
Morant.
like Desmond Bain could be replaced by the rookie. Wells. He's playing pretty good. So get Desmond in a package deal. Get a good solid person. I don't know who it would be, but if they do make moves, I feel like that would be the best move to make for them.
Should they try to go for Kevin Durant?
So you say you didn't want to go over there or something?
I think that was Jimmy Butler who said he didn't
Oh,
want
okay, okay.
Did
to
Jimmy
go
say
over
he didn't
there.
want to go over there because he wasn't going to
Kevin
resign?
Durant. I don't really see him fitting into their play style. Honestly, I don't see it at all.
So y'all saying no
Uh,
to KD, no KD.
Nah.
I I think KD would. I don't think it would move the goal. I think if you keep all your pieces, it does help because in a sense now you still got everybody that sort of plays their role. And now I think you're just missing a prolific scorer because John Morant, he could score the ball, but not at the rate. John Morant and Jaren Jackson, they could both score, but not at the rate that Kevin Durant. I think it definitely makes it a little bit easier for them if they were to go after Kevin Durant. Not saying that KD just comes there, but if it's up to me, then I said just go for it. But I don't think nobody's giving a package up Desmond Bain for Kevin Durant. I think the asking price would be very high.
Mm, okay.
So yeah, I think we're dead ass covering damn near the whole West. But I think before, because I would do want to get to the East, but I really have one more question, and I feel like it's a repetitive thing where we keep asking about the same team. The Phoenix Suns, damn near on the verge of fighting with the weakened Mavericks on for that 10th seed. Do y'all think that this is the last year that we're gonna see just KD and D Book on this team together?
Oh yeah, for sure, 100%. This is
Yeah,
this is their last year.
because
KD's out
Bradley Beal
after
is
this
the
year for
reason.
sure.
Why the fuck did they trade for Bradley Beal? That was the worst trade they could have done.
Yeah, what happened with Phoenix, I just think they're gonna have to do something, but I don't know exactly what that's gonna be. But there was a point they had Chris Paul, Devin Booker, DeAndre Ayton, Kevin Durant, all these players, and they
Hmm.
didn't even give it a shot. They just said
Oh,
fuck it. And they went with now KD, Beal, and Booker, and this is what you got. You actually had a team, and you broke that to try to do a big three because it sounded cute on paper. Like,
That
what
is
happened?
true. And I only say that because now this is their third coach, I believe. They went from Monty Williams to Frank Vogel to Mike Budenholzer. So at a point, it's like more so of
players.
somebody needs to get the blame on him. And I don't think front office has taken any accountability for blowing up their young core. Even before Katie got there with the Mikal Bridges and Cam Johnson, that was a team that won
And
60
we
games.
spoke about this. Hold on, Cole. I always gotta throw some shots out. We spoke about this with our ex co-host who abandoned the show, and then
Ex co-host
yeah, we had a co-host who
Let's talk about
crashed out.
Jalen.
He
Glocky.
crashed out. He crashed out and then never came back.
Oh
But
man,
Never
Wait,
to
you
be
think
seen
he will
again.
ever make a return? Or he's banned? He's perm
he's
banned.
not. He's not.
He's perm banned.
He'll never come on this platform ever again.
oh
When's
he's
the
not
last time you
welcome.
spoke to him?
The one he crashed out.
Oh, that was the last day he spoke to him.
Mhm.
Yeah,
So
you're bro.
But
but
I ain't gonna
quick.
lie. Go back to that little argument you guys had. I was watching. The Clippers are
Which
looking good out there. I ain't gonna lie. So he's
No.
partially right. I think you guys should give him another chance. I ain't gonna
Here's
lie.
the
But we
thing.
didn't. But
the
we hold
He
on,
Clippers?
hold
wasn't
on,
What
hold
what
on,
wrong.
was
hold
He
the
on.
wasn't
Whoa,
what
whoa,
was
wrong.
the
He
whoa,
wasn't
debate?
whoa, whoa,
wrong.
whoa, whoa. Time out, time out, time out,
He
time out,
wasn't
time out.
Now
wrong.
we gotta revisit this.
Time out. Hold on, Spark. Hold on, Spark. Here's a quick retell of what actually happened. We do a lot of different takes and a whole bunch of opinions on the show. When someone's wrong, we come on the show and say he was wrong. Someone's right, they was right. We debated and that person crashed out and left the show. It wasn't about he left because we didn't like his opinion. Like he just left, and the Clippers could lose in the play-in still. Nothing's finished yet,
Nah, you're definitely
Yeah.
right.
right?
You're
And
definitely
The
right.
if
whole
Jalen and if
argument, the whole
Jalen and if
argument
Jalen
stemmed
wait
from
They're
you.
the
wait
sixth seed
wait
right now,
wait
actually.
hold on, wait, hold on. If Jalen was still on the show, then right now we would have been like, yeah, they're doing. They've been holding the flow. Kawhi Leonard's back now. He looks great. The team is fine. Like, yeah, yeah, he's right.
But that
Kawhi
was
just
our
had
problem,
25
though.
at half yesterday.
Yeah, that was our problem though. We was talking about it.
Um,
If you that confident in your take and when we're debating, you gotta let it ride out. So then, feel me, you could go back to and say, "I told y'all, motherfuckers, I was right." Like if you stand firm on something, why are you quitting on us because you felt like we're not agreeing with you? If we don't agree with you because we don't see the vision, you see the vision. I just feel like it was best if you rather stayed and then just keep talking your shit if you feel that way. The whole argument stemmed from, or he said the Clippers were going to be top five. That's where the
and
argument stemmed
and
from.
right now they're not top five. And number two, I brought even him up because we talking about the Kevin Durant thing. He was the one that said the Phoenix Suns was smart to trade for him, and we argued with him and told him it's not a good idea. You're giving away too many assets and all that. So look, at that time he was wrong. Another time you could be right. You're gonna debate and be wrong, all right? But if you crash out and never
Wait, so I'm
speak
still
to
kind of
niggas again,
confused.
then then,
What
then, you, then
what
you're just
what he
being a
was
weirdo.
crashing out about? I'm confused. Like
He
what was the
crashed
debate?
out because we were debating and we felt he was wrong, so he crashed out.
We're
And his
debating about if
debate.
the Clippers could be a top five team in the West. And I said at that given point, I wasn't sold on Norman Powell. I'm not sold on Chris Dunn. I'm not sold on Nicholas Batum. This is before they made the trade for
Yeah,
even
for
fucking
sure.
Ben Simmons,
That's nice.
Bogdanovich, and Patty Mills and all those things. But even before that, feel me, I said I wasn't sold on Zubac, which by the way, he's having a career year. Shout out to him what he's doing. I just
Yeah,
said
he's
I'm not
playing.
sold. I wasn't sold on
Playing.
Kawhi Leonard's health because he was projected to miss the first half of the season. But I didn't expect James Harden to do what he did to keep them above float. They're doing a thing, which is all understandable. But I felt like in that situation, a lot of times it's like, feel me, like if you have a take like that, it's best if you just, you stick with it, stick with your word. Like nobody came at his character, nobody did nothing like that. We just arguing about basketball. Like we don't get paid to do it. We're doing it because we fuck with basketball. So for you to crash out, I just felt like I just didn't fuck with the move, but feel me, I still fuck with him though. But it's just like it's a disrespect to the pod. Like it was disrespect to the pod.
Yeah, I see what you're saying for sure.
All right, but we don't got a lot of time left, so we can talk about the East just to end the
Let's talk
show.
about the Knicks.
Kate, hold
Look at
on,
him, look at him,
Sparkle,
look
shut
at
the
him,
hell
look at
up.
him,
Hold
look at
on,
him, look at
just
him. He couldn't wait.
just I want everyone to go around. Just who do we got coming out the East and why? And we'll start with Seth.
Oh man, it's gonna be them. It's gonna be them Boston boys again. They just in a roll. They're on a roll right now.
Right,
What
but
you
why,
said?
bro? What the fuck?
You said, oh, just
Yeah,
plain and
why?
simple. They just have just the most. They just the most seasoned teams right now. I just feel like you really have to play your best game for a 7 game series to go up against Boston. I don't think when it comes down to the playoffs, they don't really have like no weaknesses that you could really exploit. I think right now Cleveland is playing with house money. They're having a great season, but when it comes down to it, like Donovan Mitchell would just have to be the best player on the floor. Somebody else besides the two players on Boston, besides Jay Tatum and Jalen Brown, has to be the best player in that series. And I just don't think that Donovan Mitchell could do that to beat them 4 times.
They beat them
It's really
last year. The Celtics beat
Hold
this
on,
Cavs
hold on.
last year.
Just let Seth finish. I'm
oh
about to
yeah,
go against
yeah.
Sparkle.
I'm gonna finish my point. And then when I look at the rest of the East, I just don't think feel me. The Knicks, like feel me, we're good. We could give them a run for their money, but you really gotta have to play the best. You really have to play your best game for Boston, and
That's what
that
the
still might
playoffs
not be a
happens.
and it just hasn't been seen. You're gonna have to be good defensively, and we lacked on the defensive, giving up a bunch of threes, and that's Boston's go-to bread and butter, and that's what Joe Mazzulla emphasized: shooting a bunch of threes as much as we can, and then at the same time, is are you going to match the offense? And at times we struggle with the offense, so it's just two different teams. Feel me? And I just feel like when we talk about what Indiana, they're an offensive team. They're a good offensive team, but can they lock down defensively and beat Boston 4 times? That's not happening. Milwaukee's just in shambles due to the fact that Dame Lillard now even though they wasn't really going nowhere, Dame Lillard is damn near out for the season. and then
Seb, we asked you to break down one team, not the Eastern Conference.
I
Sparkle,
broke down
go.
one team. I
What
broke
the
down one
fuck? I
team and
need it.
why they
Who do
go
you
to the.
have going to the finals and why? Not
I
break down
said
why
Boston.
each
I said
team in the
Boston.
East, bro. There you go.
I
Sparkle,
said
go.
why each team cannot fuck with Boston. You asked me
Yo,
why
cut off
Boston.
his mic. Producer, cut off his mic, please. Yo,
I'm the
Sparkle,
producer,
go.
nigga. I'm the producer, nigga.
I ain't
It's
gonna
my
lie.
stream yard.
I got the Knicks, bro. If we
Okay,
could,
okay.
I like how right now that Jalen Brunson's out, and everybody else, no matter if we win or lose, somebody's showing up at least. I
Okay.
just seen Tyler Kolenick just come out there, and it's not a lot. 5 points, 5 assists. If he could come off the bench, feel what I'm saying? Feel what I'm saying? When Jalen Brunson's out, getting his little rest, you know what I'm saying?
Wait,
Just
who
come
did
off
you
the
say?
bench.
Say that name again.
Tyler Kolenick. It's my guy right now. I ain't gonna lie. I'm
And
fucking
he's
with
the
him.
Tyler
reason why
Cole.
y'all coming out the
No,
East.
no, no,
Tyler
no, no. I didn't
Kolinick.
say that. That's
Nah,
not what I said.
nah,
I'm naming guys. I'm naming
it's
guys.
funny as fuck because you think Tom Thibodeau
I
is gonna
honestly
play
think Tom
Tyler
Thibodeau.
Kolek is gonna play him. That's one thing he's not
All
gonna
right,
do.
so
He's not
who's
gonna play that
stopping
nigga.
Jalen Brunson? Playoff Jalen
Hold on,
Brunson.
no.
Who
Hold
is
on, hold on.
stopping
Cut off
playoff
Seb's mic,
Jalen?
please. Sparkle, don't ask us for help. You tell us why the Knicks is winning. We don't gotta help
All
you
right,
out. Tell us.
all right. We got Mitchell Robinson's back. Right. All right. That's what I'm saying. He's a solid catch a lob, dunk, get a rebound. You know what I'm saying? Set his little screens. He guarded Embiid last year. For what I'm saying. There's not that much bigs in the East that you have to really stop now. The Heat fucking suck. I honestly think we beat the Cavs. We have the formula for them. You think, oh, what's his name? Carrot. Oh, they traded him away.
No, you're doing
DeAndre,
the same. No,
DeAndre Hunter?
Spark.
No,
Wait,
I'm just
Spark,
saying.
Spark, Spark. Hold on, Spark. Now you're doing what Seb did. Don't talk about the other teams. Talk about the Knicks and what they have and why they
All
suck.
right.
Don't say. There you go. Stay there.
All right, you seen last year where Carl Anthony Towns turned up. He
Okay.
came out and showed everybody why he should be one of the superstars in the league. I feel like if he comes out there in the playoffs and don't do what he does in the regular season, because he started off the season good. Then I don't know, towards the middle, I guess he was injured because he's been playing the center. He hurt his finger or his shoulder, or his knee, or something was going on with him. If he could come out and score 30 and give us 15 rebounds and 2 blocks, we're looking good out there because Jalen Brunson's gonna show up. I promise you, he's gonna show up. He, I swear to God.
Okay. So you're banking on
Then
Jalen
Josh
Brunson
Hart,
coming
I
back
ain't gonna lie,
healthy
Josh Hart has
and
to play better. He has to be getting triple doubles like what he's been doing. And then
okay,
Mikal Bridges got to score at least 18 points. I feel like
okay,
if we have everybody, all right. And then Obi has to play the best defense he ever played. His African ass better play defense. Like he has to play defense. He has to
okay,
lock up Jason Tatum. That's the
okay,
main person. We take
Wait.
out
okay.
Jason Tatum, we're good. Who
All
else?
right.
Who else? The Celtics got that can withstand Jalen
Gang,
Brunson?
we just gang
What?
every game we played against the
I know.
Celtics.
I understand they lost.
It's
All
been
right,
a blowout.
but
I'm not
it's
saying
listen,
it's good.
listen,
It
listen,
might be
listen.
different in the playoffs, but just you
We
just
have
gonna
to
tell
figure
me
it
now
out.
we have to
That's
do
one
all
thing.
of this.
You
Okay.
watch film. If the Knicks can figure it out and how to really outscore the Celtics, because they put up a lot of numbers. They can figure it out and make their threes and at least put the ball in the hoop. And Jalen Brunson can get the calls. They call the fouls. We get the little pump fakes, jump into him, get a little foul. We're
We're
good.
actually
That's all
no,
we need,
and from
bro.
a fan
All right.
standpoint, because trust me, I want all that to happen. But when you watch the
And
games,
I'm gonna
bro,
go to the
it,
games too. And I'm
it
going to the Knicks games. I swear. I'm going.
I'm gonna catch
All
you
right.
at the Garden, bro. You ain't the only
All
Yes.
right.
one.
Let
Yes.
Casey. Let Casey go. Go ahead, Casey.
All right. Well, the question is, who's coming out the East?
Yeah. Who
Yeah,
you got in the East and why coming out?
When you guys were talking about the East earlier, talking about the Celtics, I was trying to get Seb to speak for me. He wasn't really reading the comments. You made a comment, Justin, saying that Coach Missoula is a great coach.
Right.
I don't particularly
Did
agree
he?
with that.
Are
You
we
know what I'm
here?
saying?
Hello.
Huh? You
Yeah, I'm
can't
here.
hear
I'm
me?
here. I'm
Yeah,
here.
we
All
here.
right. Froze. Go ahead, Casey.
Yeah. I don't know if I particularly agree with that. What makes him such a great coach? He has the most pieces in the NBA right now,
All
by
right,
far.
but you can have the pieces. You got to know how to use them. Eric Spoelstra got LeBron, D Wade, and Bosh and lost in the finals. So it's not about the piece. You got to know how to use them and how to utilize them in the right spots. I think his method of just getting up a lot of 3-point shots It's just working. He has a lot. He has some of the best 3-point shooters. Porzingis gets to 4 to 5 a game. White gets
Exactly.
about
So I
4 to 5
mean,
a game.
and
You can't really
Tatum,
say that
Brown.
too. They
Oh,
made it
so
to the
so can I
finals.
go? He asked me a question. Can I answer? Damn.
okay, go ahead.
Like, so I was saying they get up the most 3-point shots and they have a good percentage of making them. I think just that offensive scheme works. They got the way the positions he put Tatum and Brown in their spots to be effective. I think they do a good job of that, and I think how he utilizes the bench, juggling the minutes and paying Pritchard and the Sam Hausers and all those people in positions to succeed has to be credit to Mazzulla. I like the schemes he draws up coming out of timeouts.
Uh,
I like his execution in the fourth quarter. I think he's a good coach.
okay. Okay. I don't know. I can't. I really don't watch Celtics games like that to really know his schemes, his offensive schemes, and things like that. But what I'm saying is, when you have Jalen Brown, Jason Tatum, Drew Holiday, that's a defensive menace. Pritchard, Hauser, uh, what's Big Bro's name that comes? Critcher? Was
Pritchard,
Payne
Pritchard.
Pritchard.
no. The tall dude, 7'5",
Oh,
whatever.
Cornette.
Luke Cornett.
Cornett. Yeah. When you have so many pieces like that, you know what I'm saying? I feel like the only way to really judge if he's a good coach or not is if he has a bad team and could bring them to, you know what I'm saying? Bring them somewhere. But as you said, offensive schemes, fourth quarter execution, all types of stuff like that plays a factor in it. And I'm not really too
Fond.
no, I'm not really too informed on what's that because I haven't really watched Celtics games in
No,
the
yeah, so
The
definitely.
games don't
months.
be fair. They just
No, but
win by
no,
30
but
every game.
definitely to
They have
Casey's
such a
point.
great team
You have a
from
good day
top to bottom.
when you have a lot of great talent. It's easy to win a lot of games. I'm not saying that, but then we can't do that because we've also seen teams with a lot of good names on paper, and then they under succeed.
But I don't think we've really seen a team like this.
Whose audio is that? Mute that.
I don't think
It's,
we've really seen a team like that, bro. Like maybe
Like
the
this
Heat, but
Boston
like
team.
they went back to back. Like you know what I'm saying? Eric Spoelstra is a good coach. You know what I'm saying? He had the history before that team got assembled as a
Well,
good
Joe
coach. You know what I'm
Mazzulla
saying?
kind of just started, so we'll never know. All we can do is go off what
Exactly.
we see.
but Boston is beatable.
That's
Don't make it
exactly
seem
what
like
I'm
they're
trying to
not
say.
beatable though.
Every team is
But
beatable,
by
Sparkle.
who
I tell you
though?
that. Every team is beatable.
Huh?
By
Who
who?
in the East though? Sparkles. What I'm saying. I
The
just think that
Celtics
film.
and the Knicks could both
All right,
give
hold
them
on,
two
hold on,
games,
hold
three
on, hold on,
games.
hold on. My phone, yo, Seb, start start to end the show. My phone gonna die. Wrap it up.
All right, but wait. So you got to give your take. So then that way we can wrap it up.
Oh, I
Nah,
didn't get my take though, but I
I
think the
got the
Celtics take it though.
I got the Celtics coming out the East. I think they just got the best roster from top to bottom. And I feel like this is a championship experience off last year, and they have the best player in the Eastern Conference. Just everything leads up to them making another run in the finals.
Who, Tatum?
Tatum is the best player in the East yet.
Ah, is he? Is he the best player in the East?
No.
I would have to agree. Yeah, I
I
would have
give
to
it to
agree.
Giannis. I give it to Giannis. Giannis got it all
Yep.
by
Yeah, but
Actually, good
by
good
far.
call, Spark. I'm giving it to Giannis. Giannis is the best
Yeah.
player in the East for sure.
Who's
what?
stopping
For sure.
Giannis? Jason Tatum cannot guard
But
Giannis.
For
If
sure.
he didn't have
but
help,
I
they
think
would
it's
not
been
look
a what
good.
have you done for me lately in the league though, and I think that
Giannis has
If
been
just
you
putting
put
up
if you put
40
Giannis in Tatum's
and
shoes,
35
if you
and
put
30.
Giannis on the Celtics, they might never lose a game.
I can't say that because you got to remember.
I
They had
I would
Giannis
say
over
that.
Jalen Brown. They're never losing a game.
Yeah, that's Jalen Brown though, but
Yeah, no,
Jason Tatum
Tatum.
is
If you
not.
yeah, for
Jason
Tatum.
Tatum is not as replaceable as anybody think. For Giannis, they do two different things, but I feel like Jason Tatum definitely affects the game a little bit more than Giannis.
How? He doesn't affect it on defense more. Giannis is a walking 30 ball.
So
And
What
is
he
is
plays
Jason Tatum.
defense too.
no? He's number three in scoring.
Jason
Giannis.
Tatum, yeah,
He's a
Nah, Jason
better
Tatum could go
scorer.
out there and get 30
yeah,
every
but
night.
yeah,
Okay,
but
but that's
Tatum.
not what
I
he
mean, Tatum doesn't
averages.
have to do. Yeah, Tatum averages 26, but it's not in a position to where because you still got Porzingis that puts up 18 a night. You got Jalen Brown that puts up 23. Like, feel
Why is
me?
Tatum never in the MVP votes? He's
He's
never top
fourth
three.
right now because you gotta when well the
Giannis
way
is
I look
top
at
three
it.
for the past how many years?
Yeah, but when you look at it, when you have a top heavy team, the favorite
Jokic and
team,
Shea are gonna take it over for the next 5 years.
yeah, when you have a top heavy team and you feel me, don't have to, you still put up great numbers, but they're gonna look at it as your team as one of the best teams. They're not looking at it as individual success because at the end of the day, Tatum plays an unselfish brand of basketball. Like he looks more like a system player when he's really not, but if given the opportunity to where he has to carry, it will look better. It's just that he has more
Then Giannis, you're
reliant
saying
pieces.
it would
Yes,
look better than Giannis.
yes.
So who's a
Giannis,
more of a complete
There's
player
no,
than
there's
you,
no.
Shea or Jason Tatum?
No, hold on,
Who would
bro.
you
Hold on,
start a
hold on, hold on.
franchise
Hold
with?
on, hold on, hold on, hold on. There's nobody that's guarded in the league how people have to guard Giannis. You literally have to build a wall to stop the guy.
Yeah, he's spinning.
So
His spin
and
move.
then fuck the offense. You go down to the defensive end. Come on. There's no comparison
but
there
I
with
look at
Jason
it
Tatum
right
and
now.
Giannis.
Jason Tatum has done
He's a
more
two
within these
way.
past like
He's a
2 to 3 years than Giannis has.
huh?
Giannis hasn't been.
Giannis won a
Oh,
chip. You forgot? He won a chip
yeah,
not too long
but
ago.
yeah, that
That
not
was
too
his
long ago.
league.
But the
That was
last
his
three
league.
years, he's been like. Let's look at the last 3 years. He
I
lost to
agree.
Boston. He's been injured in the first round against Miami, and he came back and they lost. And he was
Yeah.
injured against things. So when I look at it, I go by, oh, what have you done for me, Lily? I know how great Giannis is, but when I just look at it and just the track record Jason Tatum has had, even within the playoffs, I just think that Jason Tatum has provided more, and he's gotten only
The
better.
reason why
Or
Jason
not,
Tatum doesn't get injured
Jason
though
Tatum
is
doesn't even have a
because
Finals
Giannis
MVP.
has to do more. He has to carry more. That's why he gets injured more. He has to drive to the basket every possession to at
I
He
least
mean,
score
definitely
a
has to
yeah,
basket
carry
for the
more.
team. He has to
I
do.
mean, when I look at it, Giannis has that final MVP, but you cannot sit here and tell me Chris Middleton was not as good as Giannis. That 50
No.
piece is probably what sealed it.
Chris Middleton was able to hit a shot when they needed it. That's all
Chris
his
But
job
you got
was.
Middleton had at least 30 in like game 2, I believe, and 40 in a crucial game 4,
James Harden is
game
running
3
him.
or 4.
James Harden is damn near like Luca. He's a cone. Like they was getting it too
I'm
easily.
talking about in the finals.
And they only won
In
because
the
Kevin
final.
Durant's toe was 10 centimeters from the
Yeah, but
line.
I'm talking
Game
about in
would have
the
been over.
finals. Chris Middleton was just as impactful as Giannis in that finals run. Sit here and tell me if
bro,
Nah, you're right. You're
bro.
right.
bro.
He definitely
And
played a
the
Giannis was
only
factor. He
thing
played a
that
impactful
the
on
factor.
only
both
thing
sides of
that
the court,
separated
bro.
the only yeah. All right. So if you want to throw in those 2 blocks,
Bobby
but
Porter too.
but Chris Middleton was just as important as Giannis in the finals. If
No,
anything,
he was.
that 50
He was.
piece is what really sealed it. I'm not gonna lie, it's what really sealed
Oh
it.
yeah, I forgot about
So,
Drew Holiday. That's the reason why they
what
won
do you?
last year too.
So
Drew
what can?
Holiday is the reason
So
why these teams are winning because of Drew Holiday. They have a player like Drew Holiday. He
yes,
comes out and guards the
yeah.
best player, and he does
Drew
exactly what
Holiday
he's
is
needed
definitely
to
an X
do.
factor,
He's
but
the reason
so
why Giannis won that championship that year because he was guarding
so
James
hold
Harden.
on. So hold on. Were you saying that that Chris Middleton was as impactful as Giannis? You think that you would be able to have an argument that he could have got Finals MVP as well?
There's always an argument for two
I don't know.
players to
I don't know.
get
I don't
finals
know.
MVP.
I don't know about Finals
Okay.
MVP.
All right, hear
Okay.
me out though. Hear me out though. There was an argument at the time when Stephen Curry won, and they said Andrew Wiggins was low key deserving too because he was hooping and he was fake clamping up Tatum too.
They
There was
said
an
who
argument
deserved
for
it.
that.
But they
Andrew
would never
Wiggins.
give a break. They would never give that to Andrew Wiggins. They want a big name to get the
I
Finals
don't. I
MVP.
don't. I don't know if
I'd
I
say
heard that one.
you check it. I'm not trust me, check it.
No, no,
Like feel me.
no.
There
The
was a
only
case for
person I
Andrew Wiggins.
know that got the Finals MVP that wasn't a big market name was Andre Iguodala, and I don't. He really won it. I don't know why. Actually, I don't know what he really did that year to really win it.
That's
In
what
that
I'm
year.
saying. A lot of people could be impactful, and that's the thing where I'm getting at too. That Finals MVP is low key. It's low key who they want to give it to because at the point in time, that last year against Golden State and in Cleveland, they were saying Stephen Curry does he missed by one game where he was off one game, and they will lean towards Kevin Durant a little bit more. Doesn't mean that Stephen Curry wasn't. Stephen Curry was damn near having the same split averages as Kevin Durant. That Finals MVP could low key trick you, to thinking that just like a player carried. He was doing his
Oh
thing
yeah.
out there.
I,
Giannis was doing his
I,
thing out there.
I
Don't get
see.
me
I see what
wrong.
you're saying. I see what you're saying for sure. Because Steph got more doubles than if you really watch when Steph and KD was playing together. People are leaving KD wide open and running to Steph on the 3-point line,
Yeah, because
giving them
Steph is
wide open
more of
layups.
Yeah,
yeah.
So
but
I
it
see what
makes
you're
the
saying.
game easier for a lot of people too. Like, feel me? If you don't
That's why
like,
Jimmy Butler's balling out there. It's easier for him He said that he's never been open like this in like
Yeah, it
two,
makes
three
the game
years.
easier for you. Like, feel me? And that's what I'm saying too. And that's what I go back to when people say Jason Tatum don't have a Finals MVP. Jalen Brown did a little bit more of the dirty work defensively, but when you look at it, Jason Tatum led in all statistical categories in the finals too.
He
They
did.
just lead more because Jalen Brown had what maybe one or two better games. But if you
But
look at
look,
it,
we watched the series. Like
nah,
stats
yeah,
don't
we
really
did, we
tell
did,
the
we
whole
did.
story. Jason Tatum was forcing it. He was.
Yeah, but at the same time, was Jalen Brown the definitive best player? Because I seen in a game one where freaking call it, Kristaps Porzingis didn't play the whole playoffs. He hasn't played since like game two of the first round. He came back and gave them a quick 20 points. Nobody talk
Yeah.
about it. I seen
He's
Derek
seven for
White.
three.
Yeah. But think about it. Do they win that game one if Kristaps Porzingis don't come back bugging?
Nah. You're
It's
right.
a different series though. So I'm saying every player has certain roles in what they do. They have an impact on every series. So I can't when people say Jason doesn't have a Finals MVP, and I think that's the only thing that held him back. So when I watch guys like Brandon Jennings say like, "Oh, what have you done? You don't even have a Finals MVP." You take out Jason Tatum, it's a different complete team.
Yeah.
And I
Well.
think
Yeah.
more so with Giannis right now is more so that we're not going to see his full capabilities no more in Milwaukee. Like I think when he gets snubbed for MVP now, or he's not talked about as a full MVP because he puts up the numbers. He's still, if anything, when I watch Giannis play now, he's more of a complete player than he was in his MVP season. Like
Right.
his face-up game got better. He
Right.
has better touch around the rim. He's not forced into the basket. If you need him to shoot the mid range, his mid range and post up shot fadeaway has been better than it's ever been. His game is more complete and polished now. It just gets underlined because of how bad Milwaukee has been. Just all the pieces deteriorating. Brooke Lopez is not the same as he was. Bobby Portis got suspended for 25 games or so. Dame Lillard just went out, but even before that, the team didn't mesh. You didn't have the right sets of vets, so it was just like I feel like it's being undermined. So I'll give you this: we would really have to see Giannis in a different bag this year because he's not going to have the help. Kyle Kuzma has been quality trash, like high volume trash. Kevin Porter might be the solid player that they need, but this is not a championship team one bit now.
It's not.
This is more like now it's gonna have to be off the strength of Giannis. So I'll give you that. Like feel me, I can see like I gotta just see how Giannis flourishes with this team because
That's
this
what
is
I'm
not
saying.
this is not a championship team.
That's all I'm saying. Like his team is really the reason why people are not like you guys are not. You're saying he's not the best player in the East,
That's
but
true.
that's why I'm saying if you put Giannis and Tatum's with the with if you put Giannis with the Celtics, he's by far the best player in the league.
All right, yeah. All right, so I'm gonna finish with this one question, so and everybody can get out of here. Do you think that Giannis acts out of Milwaukee with everything transpiring now? There's no real future. There's not a real significant move that helped them. They tried with the Damian Lillard situation. That didn't work out. They traded his one of his good friends and somebody who won a championship with in Chris Middleton. Do you think it's time for Giannis to move on from Milwaukee?
Yes.
Um, I think it should be time, but I think Giannis is the type of guy where he's a loyal guy. He's looking to stay at one franchise. So unless they trade him on some what they did with Luca, then I don't really see him leaving Milwaukee.
The NBA has no loyalty.
I don't see him leaving Milwaukee at
Oh
all.
damn, Justo, we was just gonna finish this thing. All right, so I got Casey's answer, Sparkle. So what do you think?
The NBA has no loyalty. I don't think there's any type of nobody's spot is secured. Only person's spot that I know that's secured that never got ever got traded was LeBron. If you're not LeBron James, your job is not like you know what I'm saying. Your job is not guaranteed.
LeBron or Steph Curry.
What the fuck? Now we talk about LeBron, but no, we talk about Giannis. So I want to ask you this just to wrap up the show, and then you could just do the outro.
This
But more so,
we still been talk Double J. We still been talking about since you said Tatum was the best player in the East.
No. When I just said the Curry thing, I heard him Sparkle say LeBron only one
Yeah,
with
I know,
job
I know, I know.
secure. I was saying Curry too.
Yeah,
But what you saying? You talking about Tatum or Giannis?
basically, I was saying that if you put Giannis in Tatum's shoes,
Mm-hmm.
on the Celtics, he's by far the best player in the league, in my opinion.
Saying the
Or in
best
the East
player in
at
the
least.
league
No, in the East. In the East, I'm sorry. Jokic is
in the
definitely the best
East,
player
nah, I
in
think
the league.
Tatum is just better than Giannis. Period.
How?
Tatum has more in his bag. If you understand what I'm saying, like
He has more
Giannis,
what?
like more in his bag. If you understand what I'm saying,
Okay,
he
I
got
see
a
what you're
better
saying.
handle.
I
He
kind
got
of
a
see.
better
I see what
jump
you're
shot.
saying, but
Yeah.
Giannis scores better than him. Giannis is a better scorer.
Yeah, because Giannis just rim run, just he just drives to the basket every trip, bro. He's
I hear you,
dominant, like
but
he's
it's
like
not
Shaq.
easy.
I can't
It's
even
not
say
I'm
that
easy.
not saying
anymore.
it's easy. I never said it's easy. I'm saying
He don't
he's
even run to
just
the rim no more.
so.
He's posting up. He's going off sets. They're really like a half court team now. If you really talk
My
about it,
thing is that everything from Giannis you're gonna get 95% of the time is within 5 to 10 feet.
clearly there's no problem with that. He's scoring
Tatum
more than
could
Tatum.
Tatum, and that's fine. But then also look at this to the point I think y'all was making when I was listening. Giannis's team isn't Tatum's team, right?
Okay.
So Giannis has to score more because he has less. I don't think that proves one is
Not
your.
really.
I don't
Because
think your
Giannis was
points
on a
per
different team,
game.
he's still going to be doing what Giannis is doing because nobody can guard him.
And I think if
Right,
you put
but
Giannis anywhere,
right.
that
But
would
I'm saying just to the point, Casey said he's putting up a lot of points. He should because who else is besides Dame? I mean, who else is gonna put up all these points?
but that goes back to just having a
Okay.
1-2 duo though.
Okay.
That's
I
a
see what you're
1-2
saying.
punch though, so it should even out equally, especially if you have somebody that puts up high numbers. But
So
what
you're
we're
saying
just saying is,
if Tatum goes, it's my fault. Said, go ahead. My fault.
yeah. So what I'm saying is like, so basically, what I'm saying is, as a 1-2 punch, one team is just completely better. Do you think that's just because of the team overall team, or just because of their star players? Because I feel like Jason Tatum has the luxury of having an off night, but if Giannis has an
Exactly.
off night, it results into
It's
losing though.
quiet.
It's
Right. I
because the
Because from
Celtics
think
are a bigger franchise than them. They're able to afford to sign these players for all this money.
they didn't
The
right.
sign
Milwaukee's a
You
small
nobody, they
gotta
did
look
franchise.
it
at
through
the fact
trade.
that you
Nah, they
gotta look
signed a
at
lot of people. They're extending everybody. Why do you think they stayed?
no, but hold on. What I'm saying is like the Tatum's been on this team right beginning of his career. They've literally built this team around Tatum for like the last 8 to 10 years. Like they haven't been doing. They did that with Giannis and they won the chip. Then once they won, they kind of it's not the same team anymore. So this team that's here now, right, with Giannis and Dame, Brooke Lopez, Kevin Porter Jr., Kyle Kuzma, all these names sound good, but is this the best team fit around Giannis? Right?
Right.
I think Giannis will probably be best around a lot of 3-point shooting and maybe another defender, sort of like they had when they won the chip, right? You had Drew Holiday and go ahead, Casey.
Yeah, and I feel like that's just proving my point a little bit more. Like, you know what I'm saying? The Celtics has numerous shooters around. They got Drew Holiday, who he just won a chip with. All he needs is really a defender as a point guard. If he goes into that a system like that, he's completely unstoppable, in my
No, right,
opinion. But I
but
see what you're saying. Where if Tatum goes to the Bucks, he would probably be scoring way more, just like Giannis is scoring. Because you're saying who else is there really to pass to?
Alright, so now
So that's
with me, if I'm talking about player versus player who's better, Seb, no, I don't really like to do the team thing because it's a team game. I'm talking about like roll the ball out, three
yeah.
dribbles, like put the ball. Like Tatum is better than Giannis. Like that's just it. Like not
Are
saying
you
Giannis wouldn't
like
score in that matchup, but Tatum I think is just a better overall player.
who's the better defender there? Three dribbles.
Damn.
That's
Well,
hard with a
I
six
would say
eleven.
I would say Giannis. Yeah, Giannis better
So he's
defender.
he's really a two-way force. You
Yeah,
can't
but then
really say
Tatum could
Tatum is a
defend
two.
too. Tatum not a bad defender. Like Giannis just better. He's clearly better, but Tatum will hold his own.
Yeah, so like I was asking Casey and Spark, like, do you think like after this year, like you think Giannis moves on from Milwaukee? Because when we look at it right now, we just talking about how one has the better team and one has a team that really just deteriorated over time. With Chris Middleton now being on the Wizards, Dame Lillard out for the season, Brooke Lopez ain't Brooke Lopez, Bobby Portis was on roids, and now you're just stuck with a bunch of year 2, year 3 guys and guys that feel me try to find a way to keep a contract in the league. Do you think it's time to
Don't
move on?
disrespect Bobby Portis like that, bro.
Nigga, he was on roids, nigga.
Nigga, you're on roids.
Nigga, he's on roids. It's like, feel me? Why the fuck do you need roids, nigga? 25 years suspension.
Nigga,
Yo,
how do you know he's on roids?
what else,
I think
bro? Listen,
I think he took like a pill where like he was taking pills that I don't know. It's just banned by the NBA, but he didn't know or something. Like you never know. I don't know. I
that
can't
nigga
really
took a
speak on it because
jigger.
I don't know. But
This nigga Seb tried to
He
call
took a
him
yerky.
Lamar Odom. What the fuck, nigga?
Nigga, I didn't say he did crack, nigga. I didn't say he's on the roids, nigga.
You
But other than
you might
that,
as well. You put a smut on his name. You might as well.
well, either way, bro, like, you just think Giannis stays in Milwaukee or it's time to move on to another franchise?
I don't think Giannis leaves like this off season. If you're saying that, no, I don't think that happens. Could it happen down the line of his career? Maybe. But I don't think like leave for what? Like they've given you everything that you asked for, bro. If you wanna be a diva and just
right, I don't,
chase another ring, then go ahead. But nigga, they
right,
gave you everything you asked
I
for.
don't see Giannis as a diva. Like I don't see him ring chasing or like being
Yeah,
unloyal to a franchise because
You already
he's
won one.
facts.
Yeah,
I don't,
now he
I
gave them
don't,
one though. It's not like he left empty handed. If he was to ask for a trade, I don't think nobody in Milwaukee could personally be mad at him. He brought them back to relevancy. He did more than what feel me anybody could ask for. Last time they won a championship was with fucking Kareem Abdul-Jabbar before any of us was even born. Like, feel me?
But he
But
went to the front office and said, "I need help." They said,
yeah,
"Okay," and they got him that. So now you're leaving for what?
to feel me it's like people go their separate ways
You're
at a
never
point in time.
satisfied. But look, you didn't even got a real reason. He's never satisfied. Then they asked
Yeah, I
for
mean,
something,
what is there
and
to
they
be
gave it to
satisfied?
him
What is there to be satisfied about? I just lost a point guard that you
because you
have for
went
me.
to the front office and asked them for something, bro. They gave it to you. What do you want now?
It just didn't work, and that's what happens in sometimes in life. Shit just don't work.
It's been two yo, this is the problem with the new NBA too. They're too impatient. They don't let anything grow together, bro. You can't not we talked
But
about the Phoenix Suns earlier, bro. Look where they're at because they do all these impulsive trades and decisions, and look where it leads them, bro. Give shit time, bro.
yeah, but they had younger talent in Aiden and Booker mixed with older vets. And even before that, they had younger talent with
You
Mikel
should
and Cam
let Dame
Johnson and
play out
Aiden.
this contract, but play out your contracts, bro. Damn, like.
Dame just went down with a blood clot in his leg, bro.
All right, bro.
And feel me, and it's sad to say, but like, sometimes shit like that is like an unforeseeable future. He's at the back end of his career. Giannis is damn near close to that. Feel me, like he's still in
Nah,
his
you wasn't
prime,
saying
but
all this with the Mavericks with AD and Clay. There, what about them?
that's different though. Those are three old established players, bro. We talking about a
Whatever,
guy
but
like Giannis. Giannis,
everyone
I'm
watched
talking
the
about Giannis
goalpost being
asking. AD
moved.
did not ask to leave the Lakers. If it was up to AD, he's still be in a
Oh
Lakers
my
uniform.
lord, bro!
If we
Everyone,
talking,
watch the goalpost go from left to right.
no, you're talking about two different things. You talk about a player that got traded over there. He
No,
didn't ask to
because
get
what
traded.
you said is that you was about to say, "Oh, Dame is towards the end of it." So was everyone on the Mavericks, and you was ready to move to Dallas.
What I'm saying is that's a team that they formed. Dame is
Right.
at the back end of
The
the game.
Bucks
Giannis,
formed that duo. What are you talking about?
yes, but fucking he didn't get traded there by choice. Anthony Davis didn't get traded there by choice. Is what I'm saying. They traded Dame for Giannis, and he sees that he's at the back end of his career, and Giannis still has more to offer. He still plays at an
Dame
MVP
was just an
level.
all-star.
Whoop the freaking do. That doesn't
Yo,
mean that.
everyone watch the goalpost be moved every 5 seconds,
Whoop
bro.
the freaking
Now
do,
because he's
bro.
an all-star, because you have no response, it's whoop-de-doo.
Bro, whoop the freaking do. He was an all
All
star,
right, so
bro.
that's
Like,
gonna do it for this episode of It's Debatable NBA edition. I'm sorry I let Seb host. He started crashing out. We'll definitely be back with more episodes and content. I want to thank Casey and Sparkle for being on the platform today, giving all their insights and everything of that nature. Be on the lookout for more episodes. Also with WWE. We got a special guest coming on next Saturday, so please be in tune for
Wait,
that. Go ahead, Casey.
my fault. Wait, this is like a live stream? Oh wait, no, I'm
Yeah,
tripping. This is on live. I'm tripping. Yeah, I forgot.
No,
But
we
what's it
are
called?
live on YouTube though, and on
Oh, did
so
I?
it technically is live. Yeah, yeah.
Wait, so this is gonna be on YouTube.
yeah.
Oh
Everything's on
shit.
YouTube, bro.
I forgot about that. I got
Yeah.
I need a better guest appearance, bro.
No,
Nah,
no, we're
we
gonna
got
do an
you.
episode strictly like kind of for you. This was just out of nowhere. I didn't even know you was
Yeah,
coming
this
on.
was out
Nah,
of nowhere.
because I seen you. I'm just like, if he not busy, then might as well pull him up on the pod.
Yeah, but don't
Yeah.
worry, Casey. Sometime during the playoffs, we're gonna do the right type of episode.
Yeah, we could definitely get
Hey,
one of those.
we still got that episode. We still got that